minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish,
keep
guys.
all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome to another Rival Watch and Kop-ish Kall-in. Man like Matt, Callum Drifty's not with us on this show. Might make an appearance, but as you guys know, he's just finished filming on the terrace, so he's obviously got to travel home and stuff, so he might not be able to make it. Shout out to Drifty as always. Man like Matt, how you feeling tonight, bro?
I'm feeling all right, I'm feeling all right. I'm in a different location, so hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up. I really hope so. But
no time.
What's so mad that people don't know this yet? But you see, before we went live, I came out and I came back in again. But I don't know whether you saw.
Yeah, I saw.
I was trying to say to Carl, I think I'm good. I was giving a thumbs up, but I just thought Carl just looking for bare stuff. I'm thinking this brother's not even looking. He's not even looking. We could all be going live, and I'm like, no, not yet, bro, not yet.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what? First and foremost, shout out to 1892 Reds podcast. Go and make sure you check them out after this show and subscribe. Fantastic Liverpool channel. The Ajax kit, bro. Have you seen it?
I have, but do you want to know something? No, the Ajax kit is wavy. There's no denying that. But I will say this though.
Why?
I do find it a bit mad how Ajax have got some correlation.
Yeah, with Jamaica.
With Jamaica.
Squad,
yeah, and I'm a bit like, what? But don't get me wrong, design everything sick. On face value, the kit looks sick, but I just think to myself, like, how does that correlate? Like, is it just marketing kind of thing? I don't know. I just thought it was a bit mad. But
what it is that you see in their ground.
Yeah.
You see how we do You'll Never Walk Alone. Their song is Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah, that's their song.
Okay, so now it kind of makes it, because I was thinking like just randomly, it's like us. I don't even know, getting
that's their tune, man.
Like back in the day when it was Rockefeller, and we just happened to just have a Rockefeller kit. I'll be like, what? But there's no correlation.
Like Rockaway, Remember
like Rockaway, where everything just mad baggy. Remember the tracks, the velour tracksuits, whereas everything was just like 3 sizes too big.
Yeah, freeway them, man.
Do you know what I mean? So I was a bit like, what's going on? But nah, for what it is though, the kit is wavy. The design is sick. I can't even front.
The kit is absolutely gorgeous. I actually don't see why Liverpool don't do stuff like this, and just in terms of having different flags. Like, we're such a multicultural club with players from all parts of the world. We could really market that. Like Liverpool Jamaica top. Oh yes, please.
Oi, come on now.
Yes,
100%, bro.
Goodness me.
I would definitely take that. You mad?
Goodness me. But people, please do smash the like button. Matt, let's get into the first game of the weekend. The first game of our rivals, shall I say. Manchester City versus Norwich at the Etihad. Drifty. So Drifty's giving us all his score predictions, people. So we'll let you know Drifty's score predictions as well as ours. Matt, what are you saying for this game?
Man City versus Norwich.
Yeah. Is it?
For me, I only see a Man City win.
Is it gonna be?
I just see. We passed that watershed yet. I was gonna say pounding.
It's early still.
I'll still be early. But I'll say this: I only see a Man City win. We beat Norwich on the first game of the season, so confidence will be a little bit low for them as well. They're not going to appreciate Man City. You know, it sounds weird. Man City losing's probably made Norwich feel worse because they know they're going to take it out on Norwich, bro. They just are. So I just see, for me, a Man City 4-0. 4-0 City, you know.
Yeah.
4-0.
I'm going 5 for City.
You got 5?
Yeah, I am.
Right, man's doing that 5. Is my reception all right? Because I can see
a little choppy.
I thought so. If I start going mad, I might have to change devices because
in fact, guys in the comments, let us know if there's any sort of technical issues.
Yeah, if I'm going mad
imagery,
all over the place,
sound, whatever, let us know, please, people.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Next game. Got a legend up in the place. Ryan LFC.
Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Yes,
Ryan,
my brother.
bro.
What's going on?
Another channel for you guys to subscribe to once you finish watching this as well. So make sure you do that. Big up Ryan, as always.
Indeed.
Cal, do you guys need me to put my volume up? Can you hear me okay, Matt?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you clearly, but you could put it. I mean, you can if you want to, though, if people can't hear you. But you sound loud enough to me.
This is where I'm going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, because where the mic is, in it.
Yeah.
It's that.
How's that? How am I now?
Yeah, you sound a bit better now. You sound a bit louder. Yeah.
Cool. I think that was Brazilian Techers. If that's what, let me know, Brazilian Techers, if that's better.
You sound louder now. You sound fine to me.
Cool. There we go. Obviously, new mic and that inspired by a man like Matt.
Jeez, new mics.
Got a new mic. I had to step up with Matt up the levels, no pun intended. So set the standard.
No, that's good.
All right. Next game: Southampton versus Manchester United.
Ooh, they got no Danny Ings anymore, have they?
No Danny Ings.
They've also lost Taki. No Vestergaard. So what are they rocking with? Shea Adams and Ward-Prowse. That's all they got, really. And Vestergaard was big for them last season, bro.
Gineppo.
Yeah, brother, I'm gonna be real. Hate to say it, I think Man United win this game kind of comfortably. Don't be surprised if Varane steps in as well. Sancho might get more minutes. Man United 3-1 for me.
3-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Drifty went 3-0 United. Sorry, 3-0 United. I'm gonna go 4-1 United.
Okay.
I think Southampton will get a goal. First game back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see this being anything other than. Oh, sorry, they have got Adam Armstrong. Shout out to 892 for that.
Yeah.
Top goal scorer from the Championship.
I forgot.
He finished. He had a great goal last week as well.
He did.
Great finish.
He put it top bins, in it. I think it's top right side corner. I'm still gonna go Man United though, bro. They've just got too much. And what's so mad is Man United won comfortably. And they didn't. Well, I mean, they was playing Greenwood up front. Like there was no Martial didn't even start. Obviously, Rashford's still injured. Cavani didn't play either. Bruno Fernandes put on a show for them. He got a hat trick. I only see Man United going from strength to strength. Unfortunately, I think they win this game though. As I said, 3-1, kind of comfortable.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. I agree. Unfortunately, I think they do win this, and I think they win it quite comfortably.
Yeah.
All right, next game is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Tottenham Hotspur. The return of Nuno.
Yes. It depends what Wolves turn up, you know. You see, you can get a Wolves that will just not do nothing, or you can get a Wolves that can cause anybody problems in the Premiership. But I'll be honest, I think I see Tottenham winning this 2-1. Reason being, I don't think Wolves have enough firepower, you know. They're lacking something. I think without Nuno, they might have lost that bit of guidance as well. And even though Nuno didn't have a great season, obviously losing Jimenez, who is back, by the way. I still think...
And Neto's had a setback, apparently.
Yes. Wolves just don't look that good. I'm going to say 2-1, you know. I'm going 2-1. I think Spurs take it.
2-1 to Tottenham, yeah?
Yeah, to Spurs. 2-1 Spurs, man.
Just got a couple super chats. LFT Sports TV says, yes, big up Kopish fam. Straight big up to yourself.
Big up, man.
Shout out to Zizi as well, one of our regulars here as well. Big up Kopish. Thank you very much, Zizi. I'm seeing a load of regulars and some new people as well. Seeing Demo.
Yeah, man.
Daniel
Demo
FC,
in the building.
Edward, Sean, Andra.
Yep.
Zed Zahir. Apologies, but I've not seen you before, so welcome if you're new. If anyone who's new, welcome. Anyone who's here again and always follows us,
we welcome anybody,
love.
Mum.
So thank you very much.
Trust me.
I'm actually gonna go 2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, Tottenham.
Okay.
Ain't really clicking at the moment.
But they did win their first game of the season, which counts for something. A little bit of confidence builder.
They got beat by a team I don't even know though, bro.
Yeah, do you know
again, what? I don't know what the starting 11 was, so I'm not.
I was gonna say, I think they played the kids, but even still, I know they lost that game to some club I don't even know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm gonna go Wolves win, back in front of their fans as well. You can see Jimenez getting a goal and someone else.
Fair enough.
Have you heard just on Tottenham? Have you heard about Ndombele?
Yes, funny you say that.
I think I owe you an apology still.
Why?
Because obviously I said I'd take Ndombele ahead of Keita.
Yeah, but just because he wants to leave, that doesn't mean
apparently it's the other way around. I think Tottenham are trying to sell.
Oh, swear.
If I'm not mistaken.
Apparently from what I heard, he wants to leave. But I've also heard that they're not happy with him. They feel like he doesn't, as you said, try hard enough and put in that shift. Ndombele is a talented player, but I think he really has to knuckle down because he's got all the talent to be a top midfielder. He's got all the talent. He's got everything he needs. But does he have that attitude? Like, he needs to go to a team. Maybe he just feels as well like if they lose Kane, have they got enough? And maybe he feels like he could be playing for a better team. I don't know what it is. I generally don't know. But with Nuno, you would have thought that he would have got some discipline. So maybe there's something going on over there.
Yeah, for him to want to leave under a new manager or a new manager not want him straight away. Especially, I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with again, this is just strictly conspiracy just to create conversation. I don't know if this is because Nuno's got a decent relationship with Mourinho. Mourinho obviously didn't get on very well with Ndombele. I don't know if there's something there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. It just seems weird though, because he, in my opinion, is one of Tottenham's better players. Especially if they lose Harry Kane, they're not going to want to keep on losing players.
Yeah, so, he can break lines, break the lines for them. And as you said, he's probably their most talented centre midfielder. But one thing I've always said about him, he doesn't put in a shift. And there's a reason why even last season, and maybe because Mourinho had something against it, maybe it was that, but we never completed 90 minutes, like ever. Like just ever. Like he's always taken up. He was always like 60th minute, and Ndombele's coming up, like all the time. And I just kind of felt like, even if Mourinho doesn't rate you, if you're better than what he has at his disposal, he will play you begrudgingly. Like he would just have to. He's done things at Man United that he probably didn't want to do. So, yeah.
It'll be interesting. Shout out to the big bro Kadir Hussein.
All right, what's going on, Kadir?
My homies, big up Kadir as always, bro. I'm gonna leave Arsenal Chelsea to last. West Ham and Leicester.
Did West Ham win their last game?
No, yes, they beat Newcastle.
Okay.
What's happening, boys? What's happening?
What's going on? We're on West Ham versus Newcastle.
I heard you shading Ndombele. That's what made me jump in still.
I got to take the L there.
Carl was in it. Apparently, he wants to leave, and I think Spurs want to get rid of him at the same time.
Yeah, because Spurs don't know what to do with talent. That's why. It's one of them ones, isn't it?
I don't know, Jim.
I don't know,
Listen, Ndombele, is a type of player. He's a maverick. You play him the way you're meant to play him. You don't put him in a system like Mourinho and make him do all this rigid stuff. He's a maverick. You let him do his thing. He's a baller. I take him at Liverpool all day long. Day long.
Here's the thing, Jiv. We know Mavericks. Yeah, this is what I was going to say.
We do need some Mavericks. We've got enough of those robots. We need some Mavericks.
So you wouldn't say Mane and Salah are Mavericks? Arguably Firmino and Jota as well.
I think
here's what I'll say. I'll say
the engine. You don't have it. You don't have both of them.
No. You see Mane, Salah, and them man there. They're like anomalies. They're like Mavericks and robots at the same time. You don't get that many of them. You don't, and that's the reason why.
That's why I want Haaland. That's what I want now.
We've got.
I want the hybrid drift. I don't just want petrol or diesel anymore. I want electric as well included.
No, I hear that. All right, I'm not even being shady to Ox because I love Ox. And I don't want to pile on Cater because every week is Cater. If Southampton gave us 20 mil for Ox and then we spent 30 mil on Ndombele and just got him out of Tottenham, I'd be all right with that because we would be bringing in a guy who could come off the bench and can change games, or you can start him in certain games and we're going to have all the possession and let him do his thing. Ndombele's a baller. I'm telling you, Tottenham don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
I agree. No, he's a baller from a technical perspective. He is. But I have to
mental capacity.
Yeah, that's is he up for the fight?
Yeah, but come on, man. Mourinho gets into your brain and differently turns you around and makes you act all kind of stupid. Look at Lukaku. It took a while to shake Mourinho. All you got to do is get Klopp in there for a little while. Klopp will get in there, make him happy, make him feel at home, and then he'll be fine, boys. It'll be fine. That's what we should do. We should be doing the Ox to Southampton, put a little money on top, get a little Ndombele, bring him in. He's very rugged as well, you know. I know he's not got the fitness in terms of 90 minutes every single week, but you know what? I think he only had one injury at Tottenham in the 2 years, so he's quite robust. So I think he'd be all right for us, to be honest.
I think he's a very good technical footballer.
He is.
I worry about all the other aspects.
Agreed.
If Nuno gives him a chance, Nuno's got a baller there. We'll see what happens, innit? I think he was sold a dream at Tottenham.
Yeah, who hasn't been though?
But there you go, so he's annoyed just like everyone else. You know what I mean? He did pay 61 million for him, you know. That's a lot of money.
But it seemed like Pochettino didn't want him. It seemed like Mourinho doesn't want him, and it seemed like Nuno doesn't want him.
No, I think the Poch year was a kind of an adaptation to the league kind of situation. And Poch only had him for what, 3 months or 4 months?
But 3 managers in a row, Drift.
Yeah, that says a lot about him. Like, it can't always just be.
Maybe you're right, but you see, Nuno, I think all this Kane talk has got him flipped upside down. They just got to get rid of Kane or keep him and let Nuno get on with his thing. I know he just wants to say, can you not stop fucking asking me about Harry Kane? I've been in this job for a month and all I've heard every day is Harry Kane, Harry Kane, Harry Kane. Like, it must be doing his nut.
No, cool. But I don't know. And Ndombele still got to prove himself to me.
Yeah, I hear that. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump in. Big up everyone. Make sure you're hitting that like button and all that stuff, people. You know what I mean? Support the thing. If I can jump back in, boys, I will. Yeah, I was hearing that Ndombele talking. I'm thinking, yeah, I got to jump in real quick because I get it, but he's a baller, man. No shade on Ndombele just because Tottenham's all over the place. Everyone at Tottenham seems to be all over the place. You know what I mean? So
it's one of them. Lucas Moura's not.
Yeah, but Son is world class. Sometimes your ability can get you out of it.
Lucas Moura?
I think Lucas Moura's been kind of doing well for them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Højbjerg. I was going to say Højbjerg came in later than him, and Højbjerg has arguably made a bigger impact than Ndombele. And I think,
but when you just not go around kicking people, it's easier, isn't it?
What it is that he puts in a shift, and he's got a decent range of passing.
No,
he does. For Ndombele's talent, we should be talking about him as arguably one of the best centre mids in the Prem. All we can really say is he's got talent. That's it. Yeah, gotta be fair.
But good show, boys. What's the prediction you're just about to do, guys? The West Ham one, isn't it?
West Ham, yeah.
West Ham, Leicester.
For that.
Yeah. I'm going 2-2. Yeah. I'm going 2-2. I think that'll be a bit of a. I wouldn't even got 3-3. Ain't even a bad shot. I think that's going to be a stormer of a game. That could be game of the weekend, you know. West Ham, Leicester. I think that's going to be.
It could be in terms of football, in terms of drama. I think it'll be another one.
Oh yeah.
Have you done the Arsenal game yet?
No, we're saving the best for last.
Okay. These Chelsea fours with their fake German. Fuck Chelsea. Drifty's out.
Sam Max Legend says, "Evening, lads. My decorating done. Big up. Mrs. got me on the graph garage nest. Raw. Not even a little break. No,
next already. But big up yourself though."
Watching the show on my break. Let's get our brutes to beat Burnley thugs doing their walk alone. Big up, bro. 975 Jamrock says, I'm here for all the F3 if Chelsea or United finish fourth.
Bro, yeah, listen.
I swear, Jamrock walks into the chat like Stone Cold used to just run
He
up in
does,
matches,
you know.
innit?
For
Like,
real.
you just hear the glass break.
I know it.
JR just like, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. He's come to whip another man's ass. Jamrock. Runs in like Stone Cold. Go on then, Matt. West Ham, Leicester. What you got?
I think just right. I think it's gonna be a draw because I can see goals. I see 2-2. You know, it's either gonna be 2-2 or Leicester sneakily win it. And do you want to know what? Do you know who's gonna get their winning goal? People are gonna come at me. Patson Daka might get the goal. You know.
So we say 3-2 Leicester, yeah.
Leicester gonna sneak it. 3-2.
3-2.
3-2. Because West Ham will score goals. They got man like Bowen, you know. Bowen's a good player. And Antonio leading the line. Listen, West Ham are like, they're confident.
Yeah.
They're confident, but I think Leicester will take it.
Game. I think this will actually be a really good game.
Is this a 3 o'clock game? Is it?
I think this is
3 o'clock.
This might be a Monday.
Oh, no,
game.
It's Monday. You're right. It's Monday. It's a Monday game. You're right. It's a Monday game. But I think Carl's got something to prove, especially to me anyway. You're gonna
We're gonna have a lot of humble pie to eat if Daka does well. I'm good to it. I'm good to eat humble pie.
If Daka hits 25, 20, then boy, even 15. You know,
I'm good to eat it. This game I'm gonna go 3-1 Leicester.
Okay.
I just think, in fact, actually, Benrahma, Bowen, Antonio.
Mm-hmm. And Rice. Is Rice back? Or is he still being boiled?
Yeah,
he's
Rice
still being boiled.
He might still be on the pot still.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
You know what? I might copy your score. No, I'm gonna go 4-3 Leicester.
You wanted to go 3-2 innit? Because I
did, but I can see West Ham scoring 3 goals.
But if you think it's gonna be 3-2, it's 3-2.
No, I can genuinely see Leicester.
Oh, you see West Ham scoring 3.
I can see West Ham scoring 3, but I can see Leicester just getting those extra goals.
Yeah, that's how I'm trying to. That's how I think it's gonna be. Well, yeah, 3-2. Like Leicester will get goals, and so will West Ham. It's gonna be entertaining game, and we say all this now, and it'll be 0-0.
Mr. Dare I Say It, Drew says, Cal, what was our transfer budget this summer?
I don't know.
I just knew someone's going to ask this question, so I got myself ready anyway. LeBron, they back at it again. I can't even get through a whole show on Kopish without them talking about my money. It's my money. Redbird, listen. Redbird gave FSG the money. Who owned FSG? Me. So it's my money. If somebody come and give my child some birthday money, that ain't his, it's mine. I decide how that gets distributed. You gotta understand that. Oh man, it's hit me like a mofo. But listen, this is what you ain't understanding. It's my money. And if I don't want to spend my money on an asset, I ain't gonna do it. Like, y'all keep on asking about this. Y'all lot beat No Rides last week. What more you want? You ain't getting no more money.
You turned into Chris Tucker now, you know.
You're gonna have to sell Shaqiri on a Riga to get that money. If you can't sell him, I ain't giving out loans. That's
Craig.
I'm gone. LeBron, get the jet powered up. I'm gone with these fools. I can't even watch a whole coffee show without them talking about my money. I'm done. Be gone. Bye.
Mom, I swear down.
We ain't got
we ain't got nothing.
We ain't got the money there. I don't.
It's Friday. We ain't got shit to do.
Nah, all jokes aside, I genuinely don't think there's I genuinely don't think there's any money there, unless we do sell Origi and Shaqiri. But at the same time, do you know what? I tell a lie. I think there's money there. I just don't think there's a lot of money there.
Yeah, there's really not.
Like if we can sell Shaqiri and Origi,
We have to sell them, you know.
yeah,
I think they have to sell. They have to. It's not even like
I said, we gotta sell them, man.
we gotta do. We gotta do.
We gotta get them off the wage bill, man. They gotta go, man. We gotta get rid of Origi and Shaqiri, man. They gotta go.
Man, that man have to get off the wage bill. If not, there's no movement.
They gotta go.
Everyone's just vexed. Everyone's just vexed. I'm telling you, like, because the thing is I know I keep talking about it, and I've been saying it for weeks, but this non-homegrown thing, like, and it is partly our fault because we signed Adrian up and whatever. But as things stand, Wijnaldum left and Konate was the replacement, so it's not like we even still got one space. Like, that's it. So one that, like, Xhaka or Origi have to get pushed out the door. You know, they've just got to go, innit? They have to. If we want to make a signing, one of them have to go.
Uncle Phil and Jazz, yeah.
Bro,
it might have to be that.
Trust me.
Zubiri says, my G's thoughts on Leon Bailey. Can't believe he's in the Prem. Hopefully we go get him next season. Cal, leave Neto vibes alone. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've taken the L when it comes to Neto, and now, man, the setback we can't get.
Yeah, it's a bad setback apparently as well. Like, they're talking about pretty much season done.
Yeah, that it's a shame because obviously I wanted it, but it's a shame because he's a top player as well. Like, he's good, man. He's really good.
Yeah.
I'd love Leon Bailey from the point of him being Jamaican.
Trust me. I think he's a good player as well on top of that, though. But he's a good player, yeah.
Both flanks as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know a couple people who know his entourage and etc., and they said it's probably best we stay away from him for now. So
seriously.
Yeah. And
what you think he's using Villa as a stepping stone, or he's still got a bit of growing up to do, maybe, or something like that? Yeah, okay.
Probably a bit of both. Fair play. But yeah. No, Mark, hey, don't do that, Mark. I saw you. I haven't dropped Neto.
I saw Mark. Marcus like Cal dropped Neto just like that. Damn, yo, LeBron.
I ain't dropped him, man. I can't invest in him right now. Because he ain't got no sell-on value right now, man. Buying a used car and they ain't got no petrol tank. What I'm going to do? I'm going to drive it. I can't do no with Abdallah says, Cal, who's more dead, Bamiyang or Lakabunda? He said Lakabunda. He's a Lakabunda.
Taking the piss, you know.
Oh, bro. He said a Boomyang as well. He said a Boomyang or Lakabunda. Oh man,
bro, that man there finished. I can't even lie. I didn't want to go too hard on Arsenal because I just come back from Barbers, yeah, and I'm speaking to Unruly Guna. You know that is Cal, innit? Yeah, you do. You do know who he is. I don't want to say his government. Remember, he's an Arsenal fan. Remember, I was talking about how, and check out Unruly Guna as well, people. He's an Arsenal fan. Type it in on Google, on YouTube, and check him out.
Have you worked with him? It sounds like he does sound familiar.
We haven't worked with him, but we will be very, very shortly. Because he's got some stuff coming up. But I was talking to him about Arsenal, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't know what's going on with the plans.
Bro, it's hilarious, bro.
It's mad, bro. It's mad.
It's hilarious. Jeannie says Liverpool versus City 2-1 loss 18-19, or Liverpool's lost to Watford 3-0 19-20 season. If you could do over, which game would you choose because of what was at stake for both?
No, but 19-20 was when we won the league, though.
I know, yeah. I'd take the L against Watford if we beat City at their ground and won the league.
We win the league, yeah.
It would have been a league and Champions League double that season.
Yeah. Is he just picking up Watford again? Because that's when we lost the run, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, it's got to be the 89. It's got to be City away, because if we beat them, remember, we lost by 1 point. If we beat City, we win the league, bruv.
No, but
City
not just that. We only lost that game that season as well. So we'd have done invincible as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be the City game.
It's got to be the City game.
City game.
We would have been unbeaten, won the Premier League and Champions League, and then won it the season after.
Oh, bro.
Oh my
Listen.
days. It would have been
If
nuts.
only.
It would have been nuts.
If only.
It would have been nuts. It would. It
Trust
would have
me.
been nuts. Mr. Dare I say it says, sorry to break it to you guys, but we're going to spend 40 mil in the next 2 summer windows. I hope not. I hope not. But
40 mil. Flip.
let's do the Arsenal Chelsea, and I'm going to ask you a question about squad depth, Matt.
Am I moving? I can see my
a little bit.
kinda,
yeah, you are. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll fix up. Hopefully, I pray it does.
Please. It'll probably.
Up and pray. I put up and pray right now, car.
Right. So Drifty has predicted Arsenal v Chelsea will finish 2-1 to Arsenal. All right. So Chelsea are without Pulisic, who has COVID. That's the main player I think they're without. Who wins this game, Matt, and why?
Chelsea. Lukaku. He wants to eat. He's hungry. And I know he's not R9. He's not Messi. But if Chelsea give him the right supply, like how they normally did to Werner last season, and Werner couldn't finish, and they give those chances to Lukaku. Lukaku's eating, and he's eating well because he's going up against an Arsenal team that just lost to Brentford. Arsenal, their confidence isn't high at the moment. It's the perfect game in a sense for Arsenal to turn it around, because if they win this game, then they can go on a little run. But I just see Chelsea going on a madness. People say my internet's moving mad, you know. Someone put it is Matt streaming from 2005. Bro. I think I'm coming back, you know.
Yeah, you're back. You're coming back. You're coming back.
Allow me, people. I think I'm on 640p right now. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. I think I'm in 1080p now. I think
so. Yeah.
Allow me, people, man. Allow me.
Oh, jeez, that is a joke.
But yeah, I think, bruv, Chelsea. I think they're gonna eat, bruv. Chelsea are hungry. All right, Chelsea win 3-1.
3-1. You think Arsenal score as well? Yeah.
Yeah, they might get a goal, because I think you can get a Chelsea still. I don't know who's going to score Arsenal's goal, though, if I'm thinking of it now. I don't think... You see Odegaard, can Odegaard even thingy, though? Can Odegaard even play? I don't even know. Am I back now, people? I'm seeing people saying...
Yeah, you're good now. You're good
I'm seeing people saying, what? 6-5? What? What's man talking about? What do you mean dial-up? Someone said, is that AOL dial-up noise in the background? About that...
Yeah.
You know when it's AOL, yeah? Someone
problem.
calls you, your internet, if you're in the thing, you just get locked off.
It's a problem. AOL has always been a problem. Zubiri says, Cal, FSG accent is a Boston, not a redneck. Allegedly, you are the reason they ain't spending because you haven't embraced the Boston vibes. Hashtag FSG in. I can't do Boston, man. And I think it's funnier having that southern twang. I genuinely can't do Boston. I've actually tried it.
Boston's hard, like.
Yeah, Boston's hard. You gotta be certified if you're gonna do Boston.
For real.
I can only do funny impression.
People, leave my Wi-Fi alone. I'm back, man. I'm in 1080p. What are you lot talking about? But am I not back yet? Am I not in 1080p? Am I still struggling?
No, you're good now.
Maybe the comments are coming up. Maybe the comments are a bit delayed.
No, you're good now.
Okay.
What's up, boys? What's up?
Not too bad.
It's like your internet is better than mine, and you're out on road.
Yeah, he's underground, bro.
In the basement,
I'm in the underground.
Man's in the basement stealing my Wi-Fi.
I got 3 minutes. So I thought that's long enough to jump in with the brothers and see what's going on to the people one more time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting FOMO. I'm getting FOMO right now. I hate that I'm missing the show, man. I hate it. I'm getting FOMO.
Well, this is the best part because we're talking about Arsenal Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, what you mean? The shock of the weekend.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just quickly read out the super chat. Cal, we're cleaning up easy. We're cleaning up easy work. This is Abs, by the way, brother. Oh, big up Abs. Boomerang and Lackaboomba.
I'm gonna come out and come back in, people. I'm gonna sort something out. I think I know what I can do. 1 second.
And Papa Smurf Pepe won't be able to get near us. I agree. Just off the bat, I'm gonna say 3-0 to to Chelsea. I don't see how Arsenal win this game. I got to be honest.
No, Arsenal's winning this, bro. Arsenal's winning this. That fake German really thinks he's the shit, innit? Like it's yeah. I don't know. I just see an Arsenal win. I think Arsenal are going to shock everyone and pull a performance out of their arse, bro. Like everyone is expecting them to lose. Everyone thinks they're going to get moved to. And let's be real. Even though Chelsea are playing well and they've got a good team, they're not like impregnable or anything. Like their defense is a little shaky, you know. Like, and for me, I feel like they're kind of missing that key ingredient, which is a real dominant centre back, like a Vincent Kompany, a Van Dijk, like a proper. Like I know people keep saying Thiago Silva, but let's just get real, man. Age or no age or whatever, like at 36 years old, you're not playing every week. You're not playing every week. I know age isn't a big deal to some degree, but at 36 years old, against all the strikers, fast, nippy, you're not playing every week. What happens when he's not playing? So
I hear what you're saying. I
feel like I think they're getting a bit too ahead of themselves. That defense, and again, we saw it last year, and I'm not wishing injury on anybody. I'd never wish injury on anyone. But if they get Kanate, I forgot that's our boy. Yes, no, so if they get a Kante or a Lukaku injury, not wishing injury on anybody, but if they do, then what? Because then they're just the same Chelsea from last year. It's not like they've done a 3, 4, 5 proper recruitment thing. Like they feel like Lukaku's why they're going to win the league. God forbid anything happens to Lukaku. They ain't even got Giroud anymore, and Tammy Abraham's leaving. So then what are they? They're just last year's Chelsea. Do you get what I mean?
Effectively not though, and the reason I say that is because they've had a team that they've just won the Champions League, so their team is galvanized from that as well. Like we can't forget.
So hold on, for some reason I can't hear you now,
bro. Their team's been galvanized. They won the Champions League, so they've had a season
can
together.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Something's going wrong with the reception, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, if you can hear me, even though I can't hear you, fuck Chelsea, Arsenal, go and do this, fellas.
Zabiri says Matt's internet is slightly better than that before. Bless up, Drip, looking like you sourced up out on the streets, protection and guidance. No, Drifty's definitely not drunk. If he is, then no, he's not drunk. He's just not drunk. I have got an image of, I know it's a precursor to the game, but I managed to secure an image of Lukaku versus Ben White this weekend. It's probably going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be rough. So, yeah, I don't see how Arsenal win this game. Can't see it. Genuinely can't. So we've got all the predictions in. I'm not going to open the phone lines just yet because I'm going to wait for Matt to get back in, because once I open the phone lines, Matt will get blocked from actually coming in. So what I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to have a little session where we speak about Liverpool's squad depth, or in some opinions, lack thereof. Hold on, Matt's back. Matt's back. Matthew!
How am I now?
Yeah.
Am I right or am I moving mad? Please tell me I'm
right. You're right at the moment.
You sure?
Yeah. You seem to be good.
All right. I'll pray this works. I swear that if it doesn't, I've got one more idea. If that fails, then I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I've got one more idea. Flipping, oh man. Damn, son.
1080.
Am I 1080? Yeah. All right, we move. How am I sounding, people? Am I looking good? Is the beard crisp in that? Am I looking 4K in that? Well, boy, listen, I'm having a mess. I got
big up to Icon Barbers as always.
Hey, big up Richie, because he phoned me, and yeah, it was peak.
Oh, we told you to come eat. Like
he basically phoned me, and yeah, the rest is history, bro. The beard is. I understand the beard is looking crisp and that. I think I'm good now. Matt back with the Zord on the internet, you know.
Vinny don't even call me. Vinny sends me your WhatsApp, and he just like, "When's your next appointment? You look horrible right now." It's like,
When I got in there, I got fried. I can't even lie. I got fried by both of them.
I mean,
Fried. Calm in front. Fried, bro.
Oh boy. 975 Jamrock says, did you see my mischat about the FSG money? No, I didn't, Jamrock.
No, I didn't see that.
Send it again. Obviously, you don't have to pay for another super chat, but send it again because it didn't come through. Ab says, Matt, bro, the Arsenal judges mad. They might even do a beanie man on us. By the best bumper floor against the wall. Pump floor against wall. Welcome to King of the Dancer.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that got me.
I'm the girl Lem Sugar Dancer. Welcome to King of the Dancer. I abs.
Oh man. That got me still.
Yes, and Abs, if you want to be a mod, you can. Anyone who wants to be a mod, all you've got to do is you just got to get over your URL, your YouTube page URL, and we'll be able to add you to the mod list. So yeah, anyone who'd like to be a mod, we're more than happy to have anyone on board. 1975 Jamrock says there's money there for 2 players. They won't if Shaq and Div don't leave. They won't pay them to sit on the bench to not contribute. Klopp already doesn't want more players. Klopp wants players. He just doesn't probably want Origi and Shaq still there, but he definitely wants 2 players, in my opinion. He's not silly. He's not silly.
Agreed.
He's not silly. I gotta say a shout out to Big Yards 88 as well, who watches this on Twitch. People, if you have a Twitch account, make sure you subscribe to us on Twitch as well. We will be starting a Twitch show only, and a Twitch only
exclusive
to Twitch. We will still be having our YouTube shows, but there will be an exclusive Twitch show on a weekly basis. So make sure you don't miss out on that.
Trust me, you don't want to miss out.
AMK, as always,
bring out yourself, Rack.
Humbled.
That, brother.
Thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate
Thank
that,
you
my
so
bro. Appreciate
much,
that, honestly.
So yeah, just to be clear, people. So the way to get your page URL, your URL page from YouTube, there's 2 ways. If you're doing it on a computer, you click the link that has your image or your letter of your name in the YouTube icon, and then you just share your URL, copy and paste it. Or if you're doing it on mobile, top right hand corner, you click the circle icon, then you go to your account or my account, and then you click to the 3 option buttons, and you click share, and then you do copy, and then you paste it in. Oh, Matt, you've gone to 3.
I know, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, this is jarring me. I've got one more idea, but I'm not gonna be able to use my mic. So I think it's better that I have better picture than really. Well, it's better to have better picture and very average sound.
Or
because it's gonna keep going in and out. No, because it's gonna keep going. I can see now. It keeps going in and out, and it's gonna be jarring for everyone. Do you get what I mean? So
I mean, I reckon it would probably be better to have the better audio. So, like, even if you wanted to switch your screen off if it starts getting bad, I reckon the better audio would be better. In fact, we'll ask the people. You decide. Would you prefer better audio or better sound? Better
for real. What do you prefer?
Visual? Let us know.
Someone said Matt with the watercolor filter. You lot are going mad today. Big up yourselves there.
All right, this is what I wanted to have a quick chat about, and I think we'll probably only spend 5 minutes on it because we'll do a proper show about it. A lot's made about our depth or lack thereof. I actually think we need to break this down in a bit more detail, and I can't, forgive me for the life of me, I can't remember who put out a tweet about this, but I responded to a tweet, and there was no back and forth or anything like that. There was no drama with the tweet. It's just I agree but disagreed in the same aspect of the tweet. So the person was basically saying that our depth isn't as bad as people make out, and that we kind of need to relax because it's virtually the same squad that won the league, apart from losing Wijnaldum, but we've added Thiago, Jota, Tsimikas, and Konate, which on the face of it is absolutely right. It is absolutely right. But my rebuttals to that were, we are 2 years, as a team, we're 2 years older. We have lost a Wijnaldum who was ever present in that league-winning team, whereas Ox and Keita weren't. Neither was Thiago, Jota, or Tsimikas, or Konate.
Yeah.
Yes, we have got great players in those 4 players who have come to the club. But at the same time, it's all about expectations and where you want. That's it. It was from Dan Kennett. So shout out to Edward and Kev O'Sullivan, you just remind me. Dan Kennett. And again, there was no back and forth, no drama there whatsoever. But I think when it comes to squad depth, I think it comes down to expectations and your wants for the club. And the reason I say that, and again, feel free to disagree with me, Matt, and rebuttal it as much as you want. My thought process behind it and why I say that is, if we go into the season, but we just want to solely focus on the league and then anything else is a bonus, then believe it or not, I think we have the squad to do it. But if we want to go hard in all the competitions available to us, like Man City do, like Chelsea usually do, then I think we're a way off. So, for me, it comes down to, what do you want from your club? And again, I'm greedy. Shout out to Drift. He says Lovren's gone too, lads, to disrespect. Yeah, I did forget about him still. That I didn't even mean that to be shady. I can't lie. I know
I didn't forget. Lovren just.
Oh, you did. You
Lovren, you know.
That's like
Drift is so
love, right? But no. For me, it comes down. For me, it comes down to what you want for the club. I'm greedy. I want us competing for every trophy. I've never understood how us as Liverpool fans have started to look down and turn our nose at the FA Cup and the League Cup. Like that, we used to be a club that wanted to compete for everything. We never, ever turned our nose up at trophies. So I don't know when that started. But Matt, your thoughts on what I've said? Do you agree, disagree? Do you think I'm just being a bit overly optimistic?
No, I think in my opinion, I think you kind of said it best, because if we want to try and compete for every trophy, then the squad needs to be deeper. Because right now, I'd say the squad is about 13 to 14 man deep.
So before anyone gets triggered by Aaron is a good friend of mine. He's a Chelsea fan. He's doing this to try and wind you guys up. Don't fall for the bait, people.
For real. I said Lovren better VVD, you know.
Shout out to Aaron.
Mad thing. I could. Do you know what I say? It's this simple. We want to compete on all fronts, just like, as you said, a Chelsea and Man City. For us to do that, we're about 14 man deep. That's actually not good enough. And I'm saying 40 man deep at a stretch. So we have our normal starting 11. Let's just say for argument's sake, it's Alisson, Robbo, Van Dijk, Matip, Trent, Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, Mane, Salah, and say I'll just put Firmino there. Just for argument's sake. So on the bench, you could have Jota, you can have Tsimikas, you can have Ox, you can have Naby, but Ox and Naby, you can take them out because you can't rely on them so far. But obviously, we're only one game in, so I'm not going to include them. You got Shaqiri as well, but Shaqiri again, is he going to be there or not? I don't know. You got Milner, so I'd say arguably, probably say about 14 man deep, 14 man, 15 man at best. The problem is though, when you've got Man City and Chelsea that are like 18 man deep, 16 man deep, it really does show, because when you come into the other competitions and say, for example, you know, people do get injured, we're kind of stretched. We are like, let's just be real. If there was ever an example,
sorry to cut you.
Yeah,
only because I don't want to forget. You say 15 man deep.
Yeah.
And so this is what I want to ask. If we go through the squad now, Alisson, our first 11. If everyone's fit, our first 11, most people would agree, is Alisson, Trent, Matip, Virgil, Robbo, Hendo, Fab, Thiago, and then Salah, Mane, and Jota. Yeah. That 11 is cool, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's calm. It's calm.
Kelleher, I think, is a very good backup. I don't know if you agree. Again, feel free to disagree.
He
I
is
think it's
good
a very
enough.
good
He's
question.
good. He's good enough. He is good enough. I'll say that. He's good enough. He is. He is.
Nico for me is not good enough, and
No,
Milner
he's
right
not.
back's not good enough.
No.
Konate and Gomez are good enough. So that's
Agreed.
so I'm on 14 now. Simicast, I
Mm.
think he's good enough as well.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. So if someone was to say no, not yet, then that's fair enough as well. But that's got me 15 so far.
Yeah.
Midfield, this is where it gets techie. K and
Because it's
Ox,
about availability, though.
that's what I'm saying. K and Ox, I'm going to say, are not good enough because of availability, not because of talent.
Yes. Not because of talent. That's the problem, though.
Jones and Elliot, they're still a bit young for me.
Mm.
And then up top, for me, it's just Firmino you've got. So I'd say 16. We've got a 16-man squad.
Yeah, and
at the moment of players that we feel as though we could rely on them to get us through a season.
Because here's the thing: you look at Man City, for example. Let's just say, for example, Man City's like first 11 is Edison, Zinchenko, Kyle Walker. No, in fact, I'll do one better. So I go Edison, Cancelo, Kyle Walker, Diaz, Stones, Fernandinho, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Sterling, Mahrez, and Ferran Torres for now, right? Replace their goalkeeper. I don't know who he is. You could put Zinchenko. Yeah, Stefan. You got Mendy or Zinchenko at left back if you want to. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They've also got Nathan Ake and they've got another defender. Laporte, right?
Yeah, they're good. They're
okay,
good.
Can't think of a right back right now because I've already used Cancelo. So I'll just say that for now they got no right back, even though you could put Cancelo there, right?
Yeah.
You could put Rodri instead of Fernandinho, right?
Yeah.
In the midfield, you can put if you want to. Who's their midfielders now? Foden in there. Actually, trying to think.
You got Foden, Grealish.
So I said Gundogan.
Jesus. You said Gundogan, Fernandinho, and De Bruyne.
Yeah. So let's just say, for argument's sake, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and
Grealish.
Right?
That's bad.
Then on top of that, we didn't name Jesus in the front three.
Yeah. So Jesus is still there.
Jesus is there, and I think only the two wingers you can't replace because we've moved them into midfield, right?
Well, Foden's still there. Foden sometimes.
Oh yeah, sorry, Foden. So he's Foden, bro. I've literally nearly named 2 starting 11s, barring 1 or 2 that will probably go into either or.
I think Kev O'Sullivan hits the nail on the head when he says they've almost spent $1 billion. They still haven't got a striker to show.
That is true, but here's the joke, though. I know because. And not only that, bruv, like, I'm really good at how to remind me. As much as, we talk about Pep being a checkbook manager and whatnot, spending bare money, which he has done, he still won a Prem title with no recognised striker, really.
Well, he played games without a recognised striker. There were games,
but a lot of them, because Aguero, remember, was injured a lot of the time, and Jesus weren't really doing it. He went to pretty much a false 9 at one point when it came to Champions League. They're putting Kevin De Bruyne a false 9. Yeah. And all them things damn Foden. But I know we was in our worst run, so I'm not even looking at it, but they beat us without no striker, remember?
Yeah, we did kind of give them that game, though.
We did. No, we did. But I'm just saying, like, bruv, they pretty much got 2 starting 11s. We can't compete with that on the financial terms. We can't. So it's
very
mad.
True. Genie Houdini says that's the problem, Cal. We're suppressing our ambitions under FSG. I want to be able to say we had a horrible season, but picked up an FA Cup and top 4. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if that's down to FSG alone, though. I wouldn't actually blame FSG. I think that's a change in the fan base as a whole across football. I don't think that's actually FSG's fault. I think, we could argue about squad depth. That, for me, falls on FSG a lot. Not completely, but a lot. But I just think when you speak to average fans, they'll say, I don't care about League Cup and don't care about FA Cup. And don't get me wrong, I will sit there and I'll say to an Arsenal fan, don't speak to me and say you've had a 6th season because you won the FA Cup, but you finished 8th. Like, I will say comments
of course. Yeah.
But if they think like again, I hate to use him as an example, but Ferguson would finish third or second, but he'd make sure he collected some form of a trophy, whether it's League Cup or FA Cup. He made sure they collected something and added it to the trophy cabinet. There's a difference between finishing 8th and winning an FA Cup and finishing
agreed.
Like Leicester, for example. I'd even blind Leicester, because Leicester breaking to the top 4, even though they had it in their hands, would have been a bit of a shock. But them just being picked to it and winning the FA Cup, for me, that's a good season. In the same way, Chelsea finishing third and winning the Champions League, brilliant season for them. I really just want to have more days out where we win trophies. And with Klopp at the helm, if we were to bring in a couple players, and again, I'm not sitting there saying we want like 6-7 players before the end of the window.
No, we're not saying that at all.
Two does it. 2 takes us from having a 15-man squad to a 17-man squad. And it don't sound like a lot, but it's a big difference.
It is. No, it is a big difference. It is. Adding those 2 players is kind of massive, because we haven't still really addressed the Gini Wijnaldum situation. We haven't. We're just hoping that, well, as things stand, we're hoping that problem comes from within the club, as they keep saying, because until we buy someone, that's literally what they're doing. They're waiting for whether it's going to be Curtis Jones. When I say Wijnaldum replacement, I don't mean like play like Wijnaldum. I just mean a player that was ever reliable, but obviously still could impact the team. They might look at it from a different perspective. It might be Curtis Jones that has that massive step up, but that comes from within. But I do think a player with Wijnaldum's quality, unless that player, it was already at a level already and he's got to take that next step, I don't see anyone in the squad that can do that other than, in my opinion, other than Naby. But again, you're asking Naby to stay fit, and I think it'll be different as well. Naby's very different to Wijnaldum because he's a different type of player. But at least if Naby can stay fit, that's that, to a degree, Gini Wijnaldum replacement that we will have, but just in a different way. It'll just be different, innit? It won't be the covering the fullbacks and putting in hard shifts like that. It will be to a degree, but at the same time, it'll be like, okay, maybe we've got someone that can just create more. We've got someone that can open the game up a bit more. So, but that's if he stays fit again. It all depends on fitness, in my opinion. So,
Samax Legend says, Mr. T, yo, JWH, John W. Henry, give JK money to build a team. John Henry says, we got none. We need to buy to sell. Mr. T, quit your jibber jab. John W. Henry, but it's true, Mr. T. Shut up, fool. Don't give me no batter. Suck.
that sound like, yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I do think there's money there. I just don't think there's a lot of money there. Like, and again, shout out to Chris Brack from LFC Day Trippers. Shout out to LFC Day Trippers as always. He did put it quite bluntly and said, look, if we had the same sort of draws as Man City in cup competitions, we'd probably get to semi-finals as well, which is true.
That's true. That's true.
So again, it comes down to the luck of the draw, no pun intended. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, I think if Man City were to draw Newcastle in the League Cup, for example, I still think they go through based on their squad depth.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think that's the difference. A couple more super chats and we'll get the callers to call in. Liam Kenny says, swap Taki for Neto. No. Origi for Martinez and Shaq for Saul, and you start to see a squad that can challenge on more fronts. Until then, it's just Premier Champions League. Fully agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Geordie T says, I want to hear your opinions on who you think is going to win the Champions League this season, with Bayern in transition, PSG strengthening, us being back.
I think the top 4 teams will be us.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
PSG.
Yeah.
And Man City. I think the English clubs, because you know what it is? Liverpool haven't lost anybody, and if everyone stays fit, we're an absolute menace. We're a problem. Man City, they will still go far even without a striker. Chelsea winning it will give them confidence, and now they've got Lukaku as well, who can bury their chances. and PSG are just PSG. Like, and I'm not gonna rule out Bayern yet. I'm not gonna rule them out yet. I know they're in transition because of like they've lost what's his name?
I'm gonna add another team. I'm gonna add Man United. I think they've got a very good
Man United.
cut
I didn't
team
think
there.
about them.
They've
But
got a
I'll
very
be
good
real
cut
though.
team.
Whoever can take, I don't want us to get. You know what? If we're gonna play PSG, I don't. Well, no, we can't get them in a group because they're in the same pot. I would love to see though Liverpool versus PSG in a Champions League final. I can't even lie, and that's some people be like, "That's great." I want to see the best players play, and I want to see us take on PSG and beat them.
I want to see.
I so badly want to see it.
And the reason I say that, because obviously the quality they've got up top is undeniable.
Yeah, but it's scam. Can you defend? Can you put a shift in?
If you play against Liverpool and you don't have 11 players that can play hard, you're in for a tough day, no matter who the talent is.
Trust me.
You've seen that. Tahir says, why have billionaire owners if they have no money? They have no money. It's just not their model to spend like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as real as that. It's like you get rich people out there who just don't like to spend frivolously. And I'm not saying it would be frivolous spending. I'm just saying there are people out there who are richer than anything, but will still shop at Primark. It just is what it is. I'm not even shading on Primark.
But it's how they make their money as well. It's about being shrewd as well. It's like
I'm not. I hope that doesn't come across like I'm shading Primark.
No, not at all.
Like, I shop in Primark. Like I'm not gonna.
So do I.
I shop in Primark, but like
so do I.
You'd like if I was a multi-millionaire and I was saying I shop in Primark, you'd be like, what? What are you shopping for? Like there are millionaires who do that. Mr. Dare I say it just says an 11 of Kelleher, Joe, Nat, Ibu, Simicast, Millie, Naby, Curtis, Harvey, Jota, and Taki is good enough for some Premier teams and probably win an FA Cup or League Cup. Harvey and Taki is where I think that's the issue for me. And Jota for me wouldn't be in our backup team either.
For real. Just quickly, Drift.
Yeah.
You there, yeah? Are you with Michael Edwards? Because you look like you're about to do some madness, bro. If Michael Edwards is with it,
I'm about to run up on the yacht still.
I thought so. I thought something like that, bro. I was thinking you must be on some undercover transfer business.
I dare you, Drifty. Go on, man. We got that heat waiting for you, baby. Let's do it. This is gonna be the thing that I'm burning, baby. Let's go.
I know you're not about to bring the people in, so I thought I'd jump in real quick. To just ask the first question, if I may. I'm gonna act like I'm one of the people today.
Okay.
All right, go on.
You're allowed to bring back one legend to take Firmino's place, and Firmino drops into the number 10. So I'm only talking striker here. You're allowed to bring one legend back, but you have to take everything into consideration. So I'm not gonna make this easy because you both just go, Luis Suarez. I'm not gonna make this easy. You got to take everything into consideration. So the way they left, the way you feel about them, the way they burnt us, everything, which is going to be, it's harder than you think because every single top ball we had did a pussy old move. So it's harder than you think.
Not all of them. I don't. Whoa.
Fowler.
I was just about to say it's got to be Fowler, you know.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Carl was real easy with that one, innit?
Robert.
Or he's not a legend, so to speak, but I still have him back though. Daniel Sturridge. I know he's not a legend, like Liverpool legend, but I'll still take Daniel Sturridge.
You went for a guy who didn't do a dirty. I like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, like
injuries though, innit? That's why I didn't pick Sturridge.
I know, but
didn't pick up his fair share of injuries as well.
No. I'm talking in their peak. I'm talking in their peak.
Yeah,
in their peak.
Yeah, in their peak. Forget injuries, in their peak. To lead the line this season in the Premier League. So you still go Studge, Matt, yeah?
Robert.
Do you know what it is? I know Fowler's the better finish. Do you know what it is? Daniel Sturridge is I'm picking Fowler's better than Sturridge, right? But I just think Sturridge in this system with the players, and because that extra pace that he had, I'm gonna go Sturridge.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
Fowler's the better striker though.
I've still got to roll with my agenda. I'm bringing back Michael Owen.
That's fair enough.
Michael Owen in this team. Michael Owen in this team, in his peak. What, 21-year-old Michael Owen, 20-year-old Michael Owen. Oh my God. Oh my, 19-year-old Michael Owen. Oh my God.
All right, let's quickly change it. Last bit then. Let's say you could bring back any striker, as you said, yeah, but it doesn't matter how they left. Who you going with?
If it doesn't matter how they left, then it's got to be Louis, innit?
Cal?
Actually, no, you said it doesn't matter how they left, but have I still got to take into consideration what type of a person they are?
Are we just going on football talent?
Just on football talent. Just on football talent. What striker are you bringing back? Just on talent. Forget everything else, what they've done, image, everything. Because that, obviously, if we took into that, then no one could ever say Suarez. But I think we're opening the door here. Because if you just think football, just football, it's actually Suarez, you know. I can't even lie. It actually is. The man was a machine.
It probably is. But let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, because this is the reason why there's a little part of me that's still kind of, maybe when I say something loud, it's going to sound stupid, yeah? But I don't feel like we need a Luis Suarez now like we did then, because we have so much in other areas. So I know that might sound like I'm being stupid, but what it was with Suarez is Suarez did everything, and that was why we loved him so much. But if you think about what we need now, we kind of just need a killer. And I'm not saying that his finishing wasn't spectacular, but do you not think a Fowler or an Owen or a Torres, when all you're asking him to do is just put the ball in the back of the net,
I'm gonna be better? Klopp doesn't just want that though.
But we know that's what all we need now, innit? We just need a guy who don't run around. He just stays there and bangs in goal.
No, bro, do you know what it is? Imagine Firmino is on roids. On roids, blood. Like, let's be real. He gets him. Bruv, he gets involved in the game.
It's true.
He can do the tracking back thing. Yeah. Bruv, but his finishing
it from 45 yards.
His finishing was elite, bruv. Like, he became elite. His last two seasons.
No. I hear that. I personally still think if you're talking about one chance, one goal, I still think someone like Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler can talk to him in terms of shot conversion.
I agree with that.
Like shot conversion, them man are still talking to him. But I think you lot are right in terms of if you want a guy who's gonna do Firmino on Royce, for real, you're right. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw a little quick question in there because I was thinking about the other day. I was watching some Michael Owen clips and I wish we could have 19, 20-year-old Michael Owen back at Liverpool. I can't even front. Like, I'm never gonna front. He was different.
He was deep. I can't even lie.
He was excellent.
He was deep. Could you imagine interchanging of Suarez?
I'm going to speak about Michael Owen. I may be getting soft as I get older and with the second kid. I might be sleep deprived. I may be softening up with Michael a little bit.
Anyone who listened to that podcast?
No, it wasn't even a podcast. It wasn't even a podcast. It was I was watching a show on LFC TV. It changes daily though. Sometimes it's a 9 out of 10. So I've only dropped by 1. Like, I'm not like back on the side of you. But like before it was a 10 out of 10, like don't speak about Owen. Now I'm a 9 out of 10.
And the other thing that made me feel a bit mad is I don't really know why people keep talking about Rafa going to Everton in a and they're not really that fussed. Like, we've even had the conversation on the channel, and it's not even like people are really that fussed. But Michael Owen, they'll just be like, no, scum.
All right, so I'm gonna break. I'm gonna
to Man U's not worse than going to Everton. It's not.
This is how I'm gonna break it down to you, Drift. Michael Owen is the girl that you grew up with in school. You fell in love young, got married. You two bought your first house together, had a child together. Thought you'd spend the rest of your lives together. Then she just bounced. when you changed job, this is when Rafa came in. So you changed your job occupation, and she was like, "Nah, I want to go. I want to try something new." So she hit the streets, innit? She hit the streets. But you got left with the kid. But she hit the streets.
Oh.
Even though she told you, all I want to do is just do a little dick collecting, and I will be back.
Yeah, but that's what and you were like, I'll think about it. But then you were like, I might.
That's what I think about, you know.
No, but then
She's like, we got married young, innit? Like, I love you. I just need to get this out my system.
No,
I need to get
then,
this out my system.
But then she was like, I want to come back, and he's like, but you've got to do this if you come back, and you got to do that. And she was just like, I don't know. And you're
but
like,
the kids miss her, Cal.
Yeah, the kids miss her, but the kids are also savvy to the situation as well now. The kids are older now, innit? They're starting to understand more. Yeah. So then she went and she got shacked up with some waste man that like who wasn't in life where he should have been, and that's Newcastle. But then down the line, you two celebs got back together, innit? And she's gone off the rails now. She's unemployed. She don't maintain herself. She's bad, innit? But then she goes to your biggest rival, the person you dislike the most. And you know what she does? She has twins with that brother. You're gonna want her backdrift. You're gonna speak about her in a good way. Because that's what Owen did. He went and had twins winning the league with Manchester United.
Hey, this is Owen had twins. Martin.
I ain't gonna take you back
Martin.
now. I don't think I'm gonna speak about you nicely at family events. Like,
no, all right, so, but all right, no, you're right. But I tell you what, I won't do. I still won't.
Jamie.
I saw. Don't read that out. Get
I'm not reading that out, Jamie. No,
I'm not reading that out, Jay. Because I'm not getting you in trouble.
But
bro,
no, all right, so here's the thing then. Even though I get where you're coming from, and maybe I'm not going to take her back in it, that ship's sailed. But I'm not going to badmouth her to the kids, though. I'm still going to let them love their mum. Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No, I'm not going to badmouth them because now they've got a brother and sister that they're going to have to know, innit? So I can't really be badmouthing her to the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Owen done a madness though. Like I kind of forgive him.
And here's the wickedest thing. The thing that Cal forgot. Sorry, Matt, to cut you. The thing that Cal forgot in that thing was she was on your doorstep on her knees, begging you to take her back before she went with your enemy.
No,
like she was right there, bro.
No, you're
begging
right,
begging you to take her back, bro.
No, I hear that, but the whole reason
with a Bible in her hand, Cal.
No, I hear you.
Asking you to be a Christian man, bro.
And the whole reason you split up in the first place is because she was on her knees at other man's doorstep, bro. So that's the issue, isn't it?
It's true. You gotta think why he wanted to leave in the first place. Man, not willing to wait. So the relationship had problems, and you know, you're looking to fix them. Still left, didn't matter. We said give it a year. Didn't want to wait. Like, let's work on things. Didn't want to wait, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough. But I just thought I'd jump in and ask you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I forgave him. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if anyone else is on my boat. But to me, here's the one thing I'll say about Michael Owen. We need to do a show on this. But here's the one thing that I don't like about it. I know what he did was fucked up. Don't get me wrong. I know it was. But what I feel like when you retire, I feel like a lot of times shade should go. I fully get while you're playing, all the banter should always be there, the rivalry, the booing, all of that stuff. Like, I get it. I do. But you see, when we're 5-10 years down the line, I still think everybody should kind of be like, all right, the playing career is over now. And I think if Michael Owen turns up at Anfield, to get booed is wrong. Regardless of how you feel about the fact he went to Man United at the end, yeah, I do get it. But for Michael Owen, who is a bigger legend, in my opinion, for what he did for Liverpool, than about 85% of people that's played for the club, maybe even 90% of the people that's played for this club. He's a bigger legend than most, and we boo him. I still think that's a disrespect. Even if you want to keep yourself neutral, to boo Michael Owen to me is a liberty. That's where I'll leave it.
Do you think Tottenham fans should boo Sol Campbell?
That's different. No, that's different, bro. No, that's different.
He's retired, bro.
No. But what he did, yeah, was he didn't just go, yeah. He left you homeless. He walked past you in the street every day while you were begging.
He did the same.
No, he did, Cal.
He didn't.
Michael Owen. He didn't. Michael Owen left us.
He just went straight to his rival instead of going through the other pits.
No. What he did, and to be honest with you, I don't really. I know this is gonna sound like I'm being a bit bad, man. I don't actually think that Sol Campbell really did that much at Tottenham. His legacy is at Arsenal. If I'm being honest, Yeah,
he
but
was
what
their
did they
talisman,
do?
their captain,
But what did they do? What did they
bruv,
achieve?
that
They
is
didn't do
the
anything.
bruv. That's
They
what
didn't do anything.
bruv. He was
That
going
makes
to
it
be
even
their
worse that
club
Owen wanted to
legend.
leave us, considering we had won stuff under him.
Yeah,
He was
but that's the
he was
reason
going to
why
be
I
their
think
legend,
the
bro.
booing. That's the reason why I think the booing is over the top, because some of the best moments I've ever had in my life are because of him. So even if I'm vexed with him, I still think to boo him is disrespect.
Yeah, but
I feel keep yourself neutral, but don't boo him.
I had some great moments with my ex, bruv. Like,
Yeah, but
this
you
is
can be
life.
cordial. You can be cordial. Every time you see her, you don't have to call her a bitch. You can be cordial. Do you get what I'm saying?
Depends on how we split.
Listen, at the end of the day.
Be real, bro.
Here's all I'm saying. See, when you carry that hate around in your heart,
It's
people,
not hate,
it only drags you down. It don't drag down anyone else. It only drags you down.
I'm gonna be real with you,
Owen,
if I saw my ex walking around with someone I really dislike, and she knew I dislike that person, then yeah, I might say something, bro. I'm not.
it is not fraud though. Imagine she went like over to one brother that you just had beef with all these years, and then she went over to man, and then every time they're together, she does smiling.
Yeah,
that's what Owen did when he kissed the badge. By the way, just letting you remember that.
I'm gonna leave you with this one so you can get on with the callers. And by the way, if I smash that like button, love to the boys for doing a good job. And by the way, I still got this on because I can still smell people's breath. I'm still in the train station. Which one is the worst out of the three then? And I'll leave you with that. Torres, Owen, or Suarez?
What? Who left the worst?
Just who's the one you feel the worst about?
Oh, that's easy. Suarez.
You think Owen, Carl?
Bro, he left for £8 million.
No, but think about what Suarez done.
Nunes. We got
for me,
Nunes in return.
But Suarez has done worse though. But Owen's from a footballing perspective though, right? From a footballing perspective.
We've got a good amount of money for Suarez though. So from a footballing standpoint,
but Suarez dragged us through the mud, fam. Like different.
He dragged us through the mud by himself. I can understand why he wanted to leave and go Barcelona.
No. I thought Jiff was just asking how much animosity.
No, Matt's right. Yeah. I'm talking about everything, Carl. I'm talking about everything.
Animosity do you have? Surely you can't hate Owen more than I hate Suarez.
No, I don't hate him more than I hate Suarez. I hate the way he left more than I hate the way Suarez left us.
But don't you feel like Suarez is still the bigger one to hate out of all of them, though?
I still think Suarez is the biggest villain.
Suarez is a more of an idiot. Like, I dislike Suarez more than I dislike Michael Owen. But from both of them,
that's what I want.
Yeah, that's what he meant, though.
Are you talking about who I dislike the most?
The overall general feeling of what you have towards those three guys right now.
Suarez. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask because I just wanted to know how you felt about each one. Because for me, Torres is the one who actually broke my heart the most out of all three of those. Like, he broke my heart. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've never felt like that about football before.
He went
to Chelsea, man. He jumped shit.
No, it's between Owen and Torres.
You was at the traffic light in your, I don't know. You still had a nice car. You was in a BMW 3 Series, and some idiot pulled up in a Lambo and let the door go up like Batman and went, "What you saying, girl?" And she looked at looked at him, and went, "Yeah, you know what? I'll pick my things up tomorrow." And jumped in the fucking Lambo, and man sped off, bro.
Drift.
I will say this though:
we weren't a good husband.
I don't care, bruv.
No, we weren't a good husband, Drift.
Bruv,
he was on the wane a bit, though. I'm not gonna lie. Them injuries started to take its toll as well.
You weren't a good husband in the way of, like, you know, you kept coming on and saying you were tired all the time. You stopped taking her out.
More than Torres,
but you weren't a dirtbag. You didn't deserve her to jump out of your whip into the Lambo, bro.
Torres was declining. But Torres was declining. Owen was still at his peak. Like, I get it. Like, Torres hurt because he went Chelsea. Yeah, but Owen, bruv, is he was a scouser, innit? Like, he was he wasn't actually. Well, it wasn't.
Not
do you know what I mean? He not a scouser, but he's with us for long enough, yeah, and adopted scouser, so to speak. Torres was just the guy that came in and everyone loved, but Owen was like, remember, he's been there from young, bro.
No,
from when he was a young man.
But you know what? I think
man, Carragher.
Here's how I look at it, yeah, because I know you lot got to get on the show. The only reason why I don't have as much animosity towards Owen for the way he left as well is because I can actually understand and respect an Englishman wanting to try himself in the Spanish league for Real Madrid. No,
Forget
there is
all
a
that
part of me
rubbish,
that
man.
no,
Forget all
there
that
is a
rubbish,
part of me.
man.
There is a part of me that has to respect that. English players don't normally want to test themselves abroad, and I have to have some respect for the fact that he was willing to try himself at the top level. And remember, everyone's gunning.
He was playing
Everyone,
Champions League football at Liverpool.
and here's the one thing I'll say to you lot as well before I go. Everyone's gunning Kane and all that, and I've said to you, like, you don't know who said what and where, but it's factual, backed up by Jamie Carragher, where Michael Owen says the club promised him they will bring him back in a year, 2 years maximum, because they understood he wanted a new challenge, and they agreed to bring him back. So he left under the belief it would be an Ian Rush situation, where he would try himself in another league, and then we would bring him back. Except we did him dirty and turned around and said, no, fuck that. And for me, that still puts some blame with the club for why we didn't bring him back. Whichever way you look at it, you can't neglect the fact that the club are somewhat still to blame for Michael Owen not coming back to Liverpool.
Just because things
we let
change,
Newcastle outbid us, Cal. We've been doing this FSG thing from before FSG. We let Newcastle outbid us, bro.
Why should we have to match Newcastle's bid?
Because we promised him we'd bring him back.
Yeah, but not on those terms.
You shouldn't have left in the first place, blood.
You lot are harsh, bro.
No, but he should have left though. But sometimes people think the grass is greener and it ain't always green, blood. It ain't always greener.
He just wanted to be able to finish his career and say, at least for a season, I did try my
let me ask you a question.
And I saw what it felt like.
I've got an ultimate one here, Matt, real quick. Say, for example, I'm on O2 on my phone contract, but I'm on a mate's rate still, paying £15 a month. I'm getting unlimited everything. And I say, you know what? I want to leave. I want to try a different network. I want to try Vodafone. And O2 said, all right, cool. If you come back in 2 years, we'll try and give you the same deal. Go Vodafone, doesn't work out. I come back. It's now £40. I can't moan at that. Things are changing,
but the only difference is, even though that analogy makes sense, the only difference is, no, but the only difference is you're not gonna live a life of regret because you didn't go to O2 and see what their network's like. Owen said he thought you only get one career. You lot always say this to me, and he felt like he would regret it if he never took the opportunity to play in La Liga and just know what it felt like to play in another league. Perfect. You cannot begrudge somebody of that. You can't begrudge somebody.
No, but that's good. Listen, do you know how many offers Gerrard had to go to Real Madrid? Do you know how many offers Gerrard had to go to Barcelona? Yeah. Bro, Gerrard had offers nearly every summer that didn't even get spoken about, and Gerrard admitted it. Yeah, bro. Do you want to know something? Gerrard said, "Listen, as much as I can go abroad and potentially play elsewhere, Liverpool was the club for me." Owen didn't feel the same for whatever reason. He felt like he didn't have the same love, and it's just that simple. So we can't be mad because he didn't come back. And we didn't match a bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but the club did buy it. The club did buy it. I still think there's a part of the club that bought it.
Michael Owen, bro. Imagine Salah. No, imagine. All right, let me ask you a question. If Salah ran down his contract,
8 million and a plank of wood
we had to sell him, and we only
come on, man,
15 mil for Salah, we'd be livid.
But he left us in a bad situation.
I'm not saying what you're saying doesn't have some legs to it, but
Nunes in return.
No, but you're not forgetting this. But in 2004, 8 million wasn't as frowned upon the way it would be now.
We're talking about Michael Owen.
No, I get that.
I get
that, but that was still the equivalent of about 30 mil now. So it wasn't peanuts. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
17 years ago, 8 million would have been like 25, 30 mil now. Yes, it would have. Come on, you have to think about it. In 2004, 8 million was a lot of money.
We paid 14 mil for Cisse that same summer.
Yeah, because Cisse looked like he was going to be the next big thing.
He looked like he was going to be the next thing. Owen was already the big thing, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is with 1 year left on his deal, that amount of money at that time wasn't a low amount. It's lower than it was Michael Owen.
Bruv,
but for 1 year left on his deal,
bruv, 8 million in any time is low.
It's low for a caliber of the caliber of player that he is, bro.
What, with 1 year left?
Yes.
Bruv, do you know what it is? Owen done. Listen, let's be real. Let's be real. Respect to Michael Owen anyway, because listen, Owen's a baller, but it's as simple as this. He wanted to leave Liverpool and he wanted to test himself elsewhere. Not only was he not willing to wait and give Benitez a chance, bruv, he knew the deal was going to leave us in a bad way. Bruv, 8 million and Nunes, you're taking the piss. He wanted to get out so badly, he was like, I don't care, I want to leave. Remember, Carragher tried to convince my man everything, spoke to my man, whatever, yeah?
It wasn't that bad. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, bro. You need to actually listen to the conversation where they explain it. It weren't a thing like he was just, I need to get out of it. It wasn't like that. It weren't like that.
Bro. 8 million in Nunes for a Ballon d'Or winner who was at the top of his game. Nah, you left man high and dry. You actually did.
But then that's kind of just dead negotiating on the club's behalf
No,
when you
bruv,
think
he
about it.
He kept on not negotiating, bruv. He kept on rejecting deals, bruv.
Yeah.
He was out for himself,
then he's gonna cry about it when he can't come back. Come on,
bro,
man.
He's always been out for himself, bruv. He's one of those people.
You know what? Lovely point for me to just leave.
I know what you're gonna say, McManaman. No,
none of you lot think the same way about McManaman, and he got put free.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah, go on.
Because McManaman actually tried to renegotiate his contract,
Never.
and the club kept on messing him about. That weren't his fault.
You're moving goalposts now, Cal.
Watch the interview. Watch the interview with Robbie Fowler and McManaman. It's there.
Actually, he does say that to be fair.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it before I make my.
He left us in the mud, fam. He left us in the mud.
There's a reason why Liverpool fans don't dislike McManaman, because they know the truth behind it. The club messed up on that one. The club did not mess up with Michael Owen. Michael Owen messed us about.
I don't know, man. McManaman, I don't know. For free, man. I don't know, man.
Crazy. Unappreciated McManaman, mum. Trust me. McManaman's a baller as well.
Boy. All right, Drift. I'm gonna let you go and bring in the call.
But yeah, sir. It's done that, sir. I had a call couple, but boys, yeah, people like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Peace up, boys. No, I know I just took up a long time with that Owen thing, but I said get it off my chest still. But yeah, peace up, boys. And I'll see you later. Make sure you smash that like button, people. You know what I mean? And I'll catch you on the other side.
Nice one, bro.
Cool. Take care, bro.
All right, people. Gonna open up the lines now. Come join the conversation, people. Come join the conversation. Gonna read out a couple of super chats before we bring in the callers, Matt. Promo said, for Klopp to cement himself as one of the greatest managers in history, he needs to win the league alongside a Champions League. However, FSG are holding him back. I agree with that. I already think he's a managerial great, but maybe I'm a bit biased on that. Mr. Dare I Say It says, this mentality of having a first team not playing the cups is toxic because you need to have a mixture of first 11 squad and squad players playing together. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I think you also need to have it so you can rotate and not fear injuries as much as well.
Yeah.
Geordie T says, what do you, man, think of Anelka? Did Houllier F that one up? Because I think we missed out on a star there. He could have been world class for us. Yes, Houllier was at fault for that. Anelka should have been a Liverpool player for a long, long time.
100%, bro.
Mario says, drifty and looking and sounded like Kylo Ren.
That is so true from Star Wars. Yeah, for real.
One left me again.
I don't know Kylo. Okay, I won't even. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
can see the
Kylo Ren,
your face.
Bro. Why?
Yeah. Y'all get told off the show. I get told off after the
show. For real.
975 Jamrock says Chelsea have made £657 million in player sales since 15-16. I believe that is true.
Damn.
I'll have to double check, but I believe that is true. Mario says, agree, we signed Paul Ince and we still supported him. That's true, but that's someone coming on our side, isn't it? So we are going to see it differently. We are going to see it. We're not going to boo a player coming to Liverpool. That'd be crazy. That's not what we stand for as a club. But I get the logic. Mario also says Ian Rush left for Juve and came back still a legend. Yes, but he went to Juve.
He did. That is true.
It's like, no, but again, it's Juve, innit? And you come back to us. Like Xabi Alonso is still regarded as a loved player for Liverpool because he never played for one of our rivals. It's the rival thing. Samanske says Fowler leaving hurt more than anything. That did hurt me more than anything, but that again wasn't Fowler's fault. Owen, Torres, Suarez, Xabi Alonso, Sterling, Coutinho, not even a lick on Fowler. Fowler was everything to us. Agreed. From my point of view, Fowler's
different, bro.
And Faceless London says, "Is Drifty gone fishing?" No, he definitely hasn't. Say Matt has gone fishing in Mitcham and that, yeah. Like, you know, the Mitcham pond and that.
Oh,
all right, let's get the callers in.
Indeed.
First caller of the show, Chris.
Well, go on.
How you doing, Chris?
What's going on, Chris?
I'm good, man. You look. I've been trying to get on here for time, you know, dog.
How long have you been trying to get on for?
No. I mean, like for like weeks and months and that.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice to have you, man.
Yeah,
definitely, man.
Drift said I was too ugly. I was in his DMs like, let me on, cuz.
The thing is, I can actually imagine Drifty saying something cheeky like that.
No, I'm playing.
No. All right, we're gonna give you a minute 30 to ask your question or make your comments, bro, and then we'll chop it up.
Yeah, would you not be surprised if we don't actually sign anyone? Cause me, I'm kind of in the place. I'm kind of bored, man. I don't really have too much feelings about if we don't sign no one no more, man. Like even these times, I'm like I remember when I believed the Mbappe chat. Now, I don't feel nothing, man. If we don't sign anyone, I expect it. I'm not surprised yet. I'll still be a bit vexed, but it's one of those ones where I expect it now. Do you know what I mean? With FSG for this long amount of time, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I hear that. It sounds like your faith is just gone. Like, if that makes sense.
Man are talking about like we have to sell Origi and Shaqiri. That's like saying we have to like sell our butter and our flour, and we're about to buy some Merlot thing. Like brother, like how much peas are you looking to bread from them man there? Leon said 4 mil, and we're like. It's 4 million, and we're like, nah, wait till this one goes, and these two are gonna bust us, you know. It's Origi and Shaqiri, fam. It's not like you're looking to sell like Van Dijk and them man there. You got like Shaqiri and Origi, like man. When the peas come through, we're signing with Ireland and them man there. You like, do you get what I'm saying? I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, no, I fully hear you. It's the bro. True. That's so true because again, it's like, but I think what it is though, I think the bigger thing is it's about if one of them does go, it frees up the space. So you're right in terms of the value. We ain't gonna get much value. That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm talking. It's more about just the non-homegrown thing. So I'm looking at it as regardless of how much we get for them, I'm hoping that obviously once the space is open, it gives Liverpool a chance to go and do something. So, but I'm on your wave though, because we ain't getting nothing for them, man. Let's be real, we're not. They're not no 25 million players. They're not. So,
yeah, but I don't know, man. Even if we sell them, you're confident we'll get someone anyway.
I think we'll get one. That's the disappointment. One.
I think we'll get 2.
I think we get 1.
Kyle, you're saying that like mad, like I've got my sources and that. Like, I think
not even. I just don't think Klopp wants to leave us short. And I think if we make the space, I think we'll bring in 2 players. Now, what I will say is, I don't think we'll bring in like an Mbappe and a flipping Goretzka, but I think we'll bring in 2 players who will be an upgrade on Shaqiri and Origi, for whatever that's worth. But I think we'll bring in 2.
Another kind of, I don't know how much time I got. Another side point is like, are you man excited for this season? Big man thing.
If we sign 2 players, I will be.
Yeah, but like, do you know why I say that? Do you know the two things that will make me that? I know it's like, this is just down to taste though. 2 things that will get me excited for this season, yeah, is 1, we ain't had, for me, a killer striker since Suarez. We kind of take that for granted.
Agreed.
We had from 07, it was Torres. The same window, it was Suarez up until 2014. That's 7 years of like both of them in their prime, best striker in the world for me. So we'll spoke with that. Since then, it's been Barini, Ballo, and Firmino, where if you don't score, it don't matter.
That's harsh for Firmino. In that
right, man, putting me that company there, you know, Barini and Ballo and them, man.
No. In the same, but like Firmino don't score, it don't matter. It gets me mad. But anyway, if we sign a striker, I'll be like, it's different. It's different.
I hear you.
And like that's kind of on to my second point of it's even if we sign players, for me it's the same system. Cause last season kind of exposed. I don't feel Klopp has a strong plan B, and if he does, he don't go there enough. So I know it's 4-3-3. I know it's the same mindset. It's the same. So it's just like a player can come in, but he's gonna have to it's just the same way. Whereas for me, I feel like I'll be more excited if it switches to like a 4-2-3 or something different. Just something different.
I hear you.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Not just freshen up the squad, but freshen up ideas. Like that's why the Cole kind of like the front line thing of the striker. Like I don't get to. Because when I hear Klopp like versatile front man, I just get a bit like I don't want a I want a killer.
Yeah,
you want Haaland? You want Haaland, bro?
Yeah,
you want Haaland? I hear you.
Who do I prefer as a player? Who do I think is better? Mbappe. For Liverpool, it's clear Haaland because Haaland will force Klopp to change, bro. Haaland will walk into Liverpool, right? Cool. I'm a number 9. I'm a killer. So wait, let's see about who else is Bobby. It's between me and you. I ain't going Mane. I ain't going Salah. I'm in the middle. I'm central line. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm Oxford Circus. Do you get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to jump Jubilee, my brother, because I'm here. Do you get what I'm saying? Klopp is gonna have to. He'll force Klopp to change, and then Klopp will be like raw, like. I might have to do it. I can't wait for the day if it happens. Klopp goes to a double pivot because our best centre midfielders, not everything. Fabinho, Naby Keita, Thiago, they all came from double pivots, bruv, and they had to come to Liverpool and adapt.
But that's what I do think we will move to a double pivot. But Chris, we're gonna let you go because we need to get out of this.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize, bro.
No, it's cool. You be trying to get on as well. So yeah, no, love my bro.
This thing's therapy for me, bro.
No, bless you, man. Bless you.
Bless, bro.
In a bit, you man.
Yes,
in a bit, man. Take care, bro.
Chris makes some great points, man.
Makes some very good points, bro. Very good points. Double pivot as well. Like people do forget that as well. Those midfielders did come from double.
You guys know me anyway.
The 40. You have double pivot, bro.
You and Drifty rushed me when I said I wouldn't play Henderson as a starter. But cool. Did Henderson start the first league game?
You better go there. You better go there.
No, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You lot rushed me in it. You know, in like the Dave Chappelle show where Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy they rush Rick James in the house on the sofa. That's what you and Drift did to me when I said I wouldn't.
But let's be real though. The reason why Henderson didn't start is because of fitness, though. If not, he would have started, though. In my opinion. No, don't do that. You know it was because of fitness. If Henderson's fit, you knew Klopp was gonna play him.
Nah, I agree. I just say, don't
go into that dark fight. Just play.
F your couch. I'll bring our next caller.
Indeed.
Abs, Firmino's lawyer. How you doing, bro?
We saying my two dons. What you saying, brothers?
Not too
good?
bad, bro.
Bless, man. How you good, bro?
I'm back on Black Knight Santander for a minute or some shit.
Yeah, you look like you're about to do the lift your hand on my shoulder. We don't want any of that on this channel, bro.
For real, bro.
All right,
God, bro. What you got for us today, brother?
So first off, obviously you saw my super chat. So the man had to flipping, rinse the pagans about Boomerang and Lakabunda. And you see this guy earlier rinsing Firmino. People have to understand if you bring in Haaland, it ain't gonna work because people don't get Firmino is an artist. He's a magician. He's a genius. The reason why Mane and Salah get these numbers is because of Firmino, and that's my own popular opinion. Firmino is more important to Liverpool's system than Mane. I'm not going to say Salah because of the numbers.
I'm just going to hold this while you speak.
And then but this brings me on to my next question. My first question for Matt, which is, do you think we'll ever see a Jogo Bonito era in football ever again? Because for me, Firmino's one of them ballers who could play in the Jogo Bonito era. And imagine him with Dino, R9, Rivaldo.
Oh, bro, he's got it. 100%. He's got it,
He'd ball out. And last thing, I know I'm running out of time, but this for Cal. Obviously, I got this from Matt and Drifty. Who's your top 5 ballers of all time, brother?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You got to that up. You got to turn that up.
Yeah.
I'm not cheating on the timer either.
Yeah, we try that out now, bro. Those are fantastic questions,
bro. Great questions, man.
Always a pleasure. Go and give Arsenal that hiding they need.
Yeah, facts.
Do your
Cooking,
thing, man.
fried, no slapping. You already know what it is. On bed, on floor, against the wall, like, man, my brother.
Abs, always a pleasure, bro. Always,
blessings,
trust
bro.
me. Have a
Take it
blessed
easy.
weekend, man. Take care.
Um,
I'll go first.
Yeah, please, because I know.
I'll let you some time to think. All right. So Drogba Benitez era, there could be. Firmino would definitely be one of them. Obviously, Neymar. Marcelo could still do it because Marcelo, even though Marcelo's older, he's still got the techers. But I will say this: the Drogba Benitez era wouldn't be the same because back in the day there was just so many. Bro, you had people like Denilson. You had so many, like R9, like Ronaldinho, flipping Roberto Carlos. There were so many, so it would be a bit of a stretch. But Firmino, for me, would be definitely at least in that sort of Drogba Benitez pack because he's got all the techers, bro. Trust me.
My top 5 ballers of all time. I probably should have been got a bit more clarity from Abs. Is this who I think the top 5 are, or my favorite 5?
I think it's just just top 5. No, actually,
I'm gonna go favorite 5. I think.
Okay, go to your favorite 5 then. Unless he puts it in the chat and you can see.
Yeah. So Gerrard, Messi, Fowler, R9. Is that 5th player? Might be Iniesta.
Cool. Who are your really again? Who are your 5?
I've forgotten the name, haven't I?
Who's your 5? Who's your 5?
I've done it again.
You done it again. What's up? Did you say Ronaldinho?
Yeah. I said it. I said Ronaldinho.
Did you say Zidane?
No, so I didn't say no. So I actually forgot to say Ronaldinho and Zidane. I'll be honest. I think Iniesta was slightly better than Zidane, but Zidane is one of my all-time favorites. You said top 5 though. My top 5. But
that'll be the timer right now.
My top 5. It was a toss-up between Iniesta and Ronaldinho. But Iniesta.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think Iniesta's consistency over a longer period of time.
Longevity, yeah. But if you're talking about
Ronaldinho, if you just said to me, if you just want to watch a YouTube compilation, who's the players? Ronaldinho is probably the first player I picked for a YouTube compilation.
100. But you see, the thing is Zidane. I think Zidane. I know there's this big because again, like I'm a massive Iniesta fan, but Zidane was just.
Zidane's a G, bro. Like if
Iniesta probably had a better. No, Iniesta probably had a better, more glitterful career, innit? Because of the things that he won.
Dan scored in World Cup final.
No, I know. No, but Iniesta, remember, Iniesta's obviously won Champions Leagues as well. In terms of like the goal against Chelsea. Iniesta's also scored in World Cups as well, if I'm not mistaken. World Cup win. Did he score the World Cup winning goal? Or was it Euro winning goal?
Dan got 2 in the final against Brazil.
No, bro, it's a mad one.
Their careers. I think I just gone with Iniesta. I gone with Iniesta slightly. Like if I hold Iniesta as a 9.5, Zidane's a 9.35. Like, is that close?
5 is hard though. 5 is hard. I can't even lie.
5 is very hard. All right, gonna bring on the next caller. Great questions, Abs. Jamal, big up to yourself, Jamal.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
bro.
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah. No, you know what, guys? I had a super question, but you know what? I'm gonna save it because I want 3 of you there to answer it. So,
All right, cool.
I'm gonna think of something else. So, Matt, your question: when you hear Leroy Fair, I know the first thing comes in every Liverpool fan head is when Suarez dinged the ball over him. So, if you was a defender, what you rather have? What Suarez did to Leroy Fair, or what Messi did to Boateng? Remember what Messi did to Boateng? Yeah. That's your question. So as a defender, which one you prefer? And Callum, You wasn't here when I asked Drifty and Matt about if Liverpool is a drug. Like the way you feel out Liverpool, it's it's special. It's always in your head. So I just want to know your love for Liverpool, because I remember watching Cheeky Sport, and I remember this guy. You come with everything Liverpool. I remember that still. So yeah, man. So what Liverpool and football means to you, and is it the best sport? Because I know you like boxing and UFC as well. So what football ranks you as one of the best one? So yeah, guys, that's my 2 questions.
Big question.
All right, great questions, man. Great
Jamal,
questions.
always a pleasure as always, my bro.
Trust me.
Yeah, and guys, smash the like button and come on, man, smash the likes.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Blessings, bro.
Peace.
Have a blessed weekend, man.
Shall I go first? On this one,
yeah. What was my one again? About
Your one
it was about
would you rather be Leroy Fer?
Yeah, or Jerome. Oh, Boateng in it. Oh, bro, when that Messi made man. Do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
I'll go first, yeah.
But at the same time, it's Messi. He can do that to anyone. We've seen him do it to everyone.
I think I'd rather be Leroy Fer. Reason being, what Suarez did was so disrespectful. Because anytime you flick it over a man's head and then volley it in, that's like one of the ultimate disrespects. But you see what happened to Boateng. Remember, Boateng has a Champions League, so there's more eyes on you. And even though it's Messi, bro, you could arguably say when Boateng got dropped, he was never the same again. Like, he had stage fright, bro. Like, let's be real. It's almost like for all the gamers out there, it's like someone does a quick no-scope where if you don't no-scope, it's just like that's it, and you just drop, bro. The way he dropped, all Messi done was drop shoulder. Messi just dropped shoulder. Changed. All Messi done was that one little thing, and Val was gone. Like, he was over. I'd rather be Fer. Can't lie.
Yeah, I would as well. My love for Liverpool and football. I'll be real. Ask my wife, bro. She just put it this way, yeah. And like, being all jokes aside, football it's more than a sport for me. Like Liverpool, it's the first thing I can say outside of like people that I had a love for. Like, I can't explain it almost. Like, from as long as I can remember, I've been a Liverpool fan and I've loved Liverpool. Like, and again, it's weird because even my little one now, he's 2. He'll wake up in the morning. Like, Matt knows. I was speaking to Matt earlier on today. He'll put on his full Liverpool kit. Like, I'm talking about socks and everything. And it's like, I see him and I'm like, bro, that's hardcore. That's mad. But that's what I must have been like to my parents. And it's like, even now, like every other conversation I have, like if you were to listen to all my phone conversations in a day, even when I'm at work with my colleagues, Liverpool has a way of coming up. And it's a lifestyle. Like, I can't just switch on and off. Like, I do this show because of Liverpool.
Brother, hey,
like,
the love,
it's just crazy,
deep.
man. I can't.
It's deep,
just,
innit?
I love it so much. I love football.
It is deep.
And it's more than a sport, man. Like, in terms of my favorite sport, football is probably my favorite sport, but MMA is very close. Very close. Only because I've been able to do a lot of the aspects of MMA. So again, not to sound like rude to anyone, but anyone who's never done it is never going to fully understand certain things of MMA when you're watching it. So like, you see when people are just like, stop the takedown. I'm like, you can't. Like you just,
literally you can't.
Like, I've been there when someone's just superior to you. You may be bigger, you may be physically stronger, but if you can't stop their technique, it's like Messi. Everyone knows Messi's going to cut in on his left foot. Who stopped him doing it?
This is, funny you say that, because when someone is so good at something, even though you know what they're going to do, you can't stop it. So just like in football, you said Messi, Messi's going to cut inside, but you actually can't stop him because the way how his low center of gravity is and the way how he can just change direction and manipulate the ball and himself is out of this world. Iron Robin was another one. Like Robin, all Robin used to do was literally cut inside and bang. Inshallah, cut inside. Inshallah, all the time. That's all he done. No run outside and use his right foot. It is literally, I'm going to cut inside and you can't stop me. And they couldn't stop him. And look how effective he was. Different.
See,
Different,
even this, when M. Millsy said, Kopish is your work, it's, again, I see it as more than that. It's not just.
I don't look at it as work, you know. I look at it. It's weird. I don't look at it as work. I look at it as just.
I'm doing.
I don't know what the word is. Yeah, it's just passion. It's something that I love doing. Like, bro, it's so mad because, as we know, like when we all speak, we always speaking about football. Like it's just always football. Like man will wake up, and then like the first conversation one of us might have on the phone will be, bro, you know, like, have you seen Twitter? Yeah. I know they're saying we might get such and such. Like, bro, it's always football. It's always football related. It's mad. Like in the household, even like my son as well. Like he's getting more into it now.
Mark A's been on to me. Like, how do you want to say? I'm getting choked up in that.
I love mad because even my little one, who I'd say my little one is like torn between like Marvel and stuff, yeah, and as well as football. But even the other day, Liverpool's playing. And I didn't say anything. I wanted to see how he's going to react. So I said, oh, look, Kyrie, like, go look on the TV. What's happened? He's like, oh, it's a football. Is that Mane? Is that Salah? And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. And I said, who's Mane and who's Salah? The boy went up to me and went like that and pointed to who Mane was. So I was like, raw. Another thing as well, just quickly, bruv, even my missus, yeah, shout her out, love her to death. Bro, my missus knows, like, pretty much all Liverpool players, bro. She knows where they come from, bro. She was telling me the other day, oh, what Messi went PSG? Yeah, they're gonna be hard to stop in it, and they took your Wijnaldum, bro. It's so mad that it's like I've spread it into the house like differently. It's mad. It's actually mad.
Yeah, nah, it is still like
big up the missus.
My missus has a love-hate relationship because I think she sees the love I have for Liverpool and she thinks that I won't replicate that for her. And obviously, I think I do, but maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But she knows the love I have for Liverpool, man.
Yes, and just big up, Chad. Yeah, it is. My son's name is Kyrie. Yes, like Kyrie Irving. That is true.
Matt, you're lucky, man. As I said, I tried Stevie and Robbie, but the miss shut them down.
I've loved that name, Kyrie, for time, and Kyrie's one of my favorite basketball players as well. But
you know, it's joke. My Stevie calls Robbie, innit? He won't call him by his actual name. Like,
I swear.
Yeah. Like if my missus is like, oh, go and see if Amari's
Little
okay.
Man's right. Yeah.
He'll be like, it's not Amari, it's Robbie, mummy. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, I just sit there and I smile and I'm like, yeah. He's done it.
It's 2-1. You lot should long this out. Still, you might win.
Yeah.
And big up your missus as well. She's watching because I don't want to. I'm probably gonna get an earful for saying that.
You will.
Big up your
as
missus.
well, yeah.
I'm gonna get it. I already know. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take this one on the chin and roll with it.
For real. Let's get the next caller in.
Indeed.
Any, can you hear us, bro?
Yeah.
How you doing, right?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, good, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, it's time started, yeah?
Yeah, all started. Bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the first guy that came on, sorry, I agree with him about the transfer thing. It's not like I'd say I've lost hope, man. In my mind, it's just like I've put it down as we're not gonna sign anyone, which is what it is. If we do sign someone, it'll be like a pleasant surprise. I think someone said Haaland won't work as well. If Haaland comes to any team in the Premier League, he's banging goals. That guy lives and breathes goals. Like it don't matter where he goes. Wherever he goes next, he's banging goals. 110%.
I agree with that as well. I agree with that.
Chelsea need to lose, man. I keep on hearing you say they need to smack up Arsenal. Nah, man, but all that they can't. I don't want them getting like confidence and having that momentum throughout the season. Arsenal need to get a scrappy 1-0 result like last time. I'll
pause your time and I'll explain why. I know a lot of Arsenal fans. And they are still talking like their team's big and bad, and I need them humbled. And the best way to humble someone is to teach them a lesson. I need Arsenal to learn that lesson. And if they don't learn it, I'd love us to be Arsenal's next game, so we can be the ones to teach them. But sometimes you just got to leave it for someone else.
They need to be. They need to be Khabib, didn't it? They need to learn. You know when Conor had to learn.
Yeah,
And Connor was
basically.
like, just
Talk
business.
now.
Just,
Talk now.
just business. I mean, for Eddie, we was doing that. It was you and it was doing the Connor.
Yeah.
I thought it was you. Yeah, I thought it was you.
Yeah. No, that's, what else I was gonna say? The main reason or the main point. Cool. Yeah, the main point though, I wanted to make when I came on was about star boys. So I know there's a few star boys in the Prem. There's about 4 or 5 maybe. So I'd say Saka, Greenwood, Foden, and I'll throw in Harvey Elliott. Even though we ain't seen enough of him in the Prem, I'd throw him. I'd say he's just teetering on the edge. But basically, I just wanted to see who do you think's in the league, who do you think's the most talented, and who do you think's got the highest ceiling? And do you think that Harvey Elliott can get onto that level? I know we've seen him perform in the Championship, and do you think he can perform to that same level in the Premier League? And who's the best out of them young star boys? Just touching on that though, me personally, I think Saka's overrated. I think he's lost in it, but yeah. McGann later.
And I mean it.
Everyone knows
Eddie each and every time.
Yeah, everyone knows how big a Saka fan I am.
Do you know what? Without even putting a timer, so I think this one's kind of easy. I reckon. Well, not even I reckon. For me, I think the most talented is Foden. That's just what I personally think. Foden is different. Who has the high? But in fact, though, don't sleep. I hate to say it. Don't sleep on Greenwood. Hate to say it. Don't sleep on Greenwood. You know, I can't sleep on Greenwood. Greenwood's got something about him. Finishing different gravy. Both
finish he did last week against Leeds.
He made it look easy. Remember, he's running and just cut across easy, like he's a seasoned vet. You know,
that was a finish.
Harvey Elliott for me does have the talent. Harvey Elliott for me, and again, maybe I'm going to be a bit biased, but I do think he can reach that kind of Foden level where we're talking about him like that. I do genuinely think he can, and I won't even. Some people might disagree, but I think Curtis Jones is another one. I don't know how far Curtis Jones will go, but I think he's got amazing talent as well. But I don't know if he's in that same sort of conversation. I'm not too sure. For me, I've always said it, and I think I said it even 2 years ago. I've always said I think Harvey Elliott might have a potential higher ceiling than Curtis Jones when it comes to just ability, but I don't know whether he's going to be the better player overall though. Because as you think Curtis Jones might be a captain, whereas do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think Harvey Elliott potentially has the potential to be that next big thing for us.
Yeah, I think Harvey Elliott has the highest ceiling at the moment because he's the youngest and he's in that conversation at the moment.
Yeah.
But in terms of right now, I think I've got to go Foden. I love Saka as a player. I really wanted us to go hard for Saka before he signed his contract.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But Foden is cold, man.
Foden different, bro. Foden different. Someone said Musilowski as well. He's another one. He does look.
We haven't seen him play at a level yet.
But again, we need to kind of keep an eye on him, and maybe he can break in next season.
Yeah. Kai Gordon's another one as well.
He's another one. We've got a few, but I just think maybe because Harvey Elliott is the closest to
people sleep on our academy, you know.
Yeah, but it's about time now because our academy's been a little bit stale for a bit, you know.
Kai Gordon,
a little bit.
Musilowski, Balagizi.
Yeah, that's true. Balagizi,
Stewart, Owen Beck.
Only now is it starting to come through, though.
Shall I tell you what I think has been the problem over the last couple of years? I think Klopp's been so focused on sorting out the first team. He's not really had a chance to really get deep into the youth team. But you see how we're at the Axel now and they've joined everything together. I think we're going to see a little bit of a conveyor belt start now.
Yeah,
and even if they don't make it to the first team, we can almost adapt Chelsea's model of selling some of these players at a premium and then bringing in and bolstering the squad. So it's always good to have a good academy. There's never a bad side to having an academy.
Yeah.
All right, gonna bring our next caller in, the legend himself.
Yes.
Phillips.
What's going on, Jamie?
You all right, guys?
Yeah, I'm just you wear makeup on the black eye after the wife gave you a beating. You walked into the door, right? You walked into the door.
Heard me from the kitchen. Yeah. We've been together 20 years, so
you know what? that alone, I'm dropping the beat, Jamie. That's mad.
Hey, trust me.
That's
only
amazing.
because I can't find anyone else. Anyway, can I just start by saying thank you for you guys and everyone in the comments this week and people messaging me on Twitter about my nan. So thank you very much for all that.
Nah, bless you, bro.
No, anytime, bro. Anytime, man. Come on, man.
So I've got 3 questions to go ask. I've actually written them down because my brain, since I've hit 40, is gone. So, first question: who do you think is the most underappreciated or underrated footballer in Europe? I've got 2. For me, it's Benzema and Salah. My second question: who has the best stand in Europe? Biased aside, because we'd all obviously say the Kop.
Yeah.
I've got a love for the yellow wall.
Yeah, that's mine.
And the most your unpopular opinion on football, anything related. Mine, this might get people talking. Mine is that Wayne Rooney peaked when he was 20 years old.
Damn, 20, you know?
Because I don't think he became better of a footballer after he was 20 years old.
Yeah, I agree.
And Arsenal, I just want to say, Arsenal was so bad. If they could be a sport, they'd be the Paralympics.
That is harsh, Jamie. That is harsh.
And Michael Owen, if I saw him crossing the road, I don't know if I'd stop. But
I hear that. I hear you.
I can't stand the fella. I can't. You don't go to Man United. You don't play for him.
I think it's Michael Owen's. I think it's his personality as well.
Oh yeah, he's a wet flannel, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's you know. Oh no, I bet his wife beats him. No, I can't. No, he's not for me. And Suarez, he's a racist cannibal. And
yeah,
literally. 100.
Yeah.
Fernando Torres he got washed up. It could go on about all these strikers we're talking about today. But Robbie Fowler is the greatest goal scorer I've ever seen in my lifetime. And he was underappreciated for England as well because Alan Shearer was about. But for me, Fowler was a better finisher than Shearer. Fowler was a far better finisher than Shearer. I've never seen anyone finish like Fowler. He could close his eyes and score. Man.
Agreed. I agreed. I think he's the best natural finisher the game's actually seen, personally.
Yeah, he is. On mile. But yeah, they're my questions, guys. And thanks for letting me on.
Pleasure, brother.
Pleasure, bro. Take it easy, man.
And I'm on my own, so I've got the little one. So.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Blessings, man. Blessings.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Take care, man.
Have a good weekend.
You too, bro.
Take care, man.
Bye.
All right, good. Quickly read this super chat.
Yeah.
And then
just quickly as well, I just want to quickly say something as well, because I didn't really guarantee it, but that the comment that was made about the Paralympics, I know Jamie didn't mean no harm by it.
He doesn't mean harm by it.
Yeah.
And I hope that doesn't get taken out.
And I hope because again, sometimes we get carried away and we say things, and I know he just wanted to make a joke. Because obviously that is, I'll be honest, it's not funny. I didn't find it funny. But big up Jamie. I know he's going through a hard time as well. I just want to say to anyone that did get offended, we do apologize. And let's just move on with the show. I'm sure, again, Jamie didn't mean it in any malice way. Yeah,
he didn't mean it like that.
I just wanted to stress that as well, because when he said it, I was a bit like, so yeah.
And just to again, without going too far, this is Jamie's comment. I say it as a disabled man myself. So again, yes,
you can see Jamie why he said it. Yeah. I just thought that some people might find it uncomfortable.
Anyone who's anyone who doesn't know Jamie or doesn't know his humor is gonna potentially see it in a way, but it's not like that.
Yeah, indeed.
Shanna Bay says, I'm jealous of City and Chelsea. I want FSG out. How could we afford a player like Haaland or Mbappe? They are selling false hope. I'm so down, seriously. If I were Klopp, I'd have just walked away like Conte. Well, firstly, we definitely don't need Klopp walking away. If Klopp walks
really
away,
don't.
he's taking a lot with him.
Do you know, I just realized who FSG are. You know, when you went cinema or something, and like, you know how most people would just like, I don't know, like buy their popcorn when they go to the cinema, right? FSG are the type of people that will always bring, and I'm not saying you can't, because I do it as well, but you know, like they've got bare money, but they'll always like go corner shop and then pick up the popcorn from outside the cinema and bring it in. Like they're always looking for a bargain. I just thought about it now. They are that,
I'm not gonna
and that
lie.
is me as well. I will do the bargain thing, but if I can go to the luxurious cinema or whatever, I will go and get the popcorn. But I just thought that is what FSG do, innit?
Yeah.
They try and look for a bargain, which is not a bad thing, by the way. But when you get to a certain
sometimes
level,
you just need to pay full price. Sometimes you have to pay full price.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Jamie's questions, though. 3 very good questions.
All right.
I'm going to start with best stand. So I think it's yellow wall. This is barring Liverpool. If it's Liverpool, yeah.
There's one stand. I don't know the flipping name of it, and that sounds really stupid. But it's at Sellers Park. There's one that I actually think is kind of like mad still.
Sellers Park, I think might be Holmesdale.
I don't know the names though. I don't know. It might be Holmesdale. Yeah, there's one I was in. I was like, this is kind of mad. Like Palace have got atmosphere.
Yeah,
but I think for aesthetics and everything, even though I've never been there, Yellow Wall is probably up there. You can't say it's not
mad.
So.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Most underappreciated player in Europe.
In Europe, I still think he's Salah. Bro, the other day, people are still saying how Salah, if you was to sell him, you could bring in this X, Y, and Z. All he does is bring goals, which is stupid. It can be a bit selfish. Sometimes he can. But he's he's a legend right now at Liverpool, and he's setting records at a stupid rate, bro.
Two other players I will say.
Yeah, go on.
Thomas Müller.
Yeah.
And Trent as well.
Yeah, that's a good one. People don't see Trent. Outside of Liverpool, people don't rate Trent how they should. If that makes sense. They just don't rate him. Outside of Liverpool, outside of our fan base, people don't rate him as they should. Bruv, he's a different right back from everyone else that's actually walking this planet right now. He's different.
Yeah.
What he offers to the game, Rio Ferdinand said it's best. Like, we focus too much on people's like, their deficiencies or things that they ain't good at. Bruv, Trent, remember what I kept on saying on the stream? Trent makes the game look so easy, just as a footballer in general, taking away position. Do you know how easy this guy finds football?
It's easy for him.
If he was in midfield, and let's say that he played the game like how he at right back in midfield, people would be lording over him. But because he's at right back and he's got more responsibility, people are very quick to be like, he's not great defensively. Well, we know he's not the greatest, but he's still good. But yeah, he's one.
Unpopular opinion. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off, Matt, because I know you're gonna kill me for this. I think we should have tried to get Bruno Fernandes as a replacement for Naby Keita.
When was we gonna do this?
I knew I was gonna get in trouble. I don't want any trouble, man. The summer before he went to United, I think we could have tried for Bruno.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay. I'm trying to think
I'm not going to look at the camera lens still.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Let me think of the player. I can't think of a player. But basically, no, I don't want to say it because I'm just trying to hit you back with Firmino. I was just gonna say something wild. Like, popular opinion. We should have gone. Actually,
God say.
Here's one unpopular opinion. It's a bit silly, but should we have tried to sell Bobby Firmino for Danny Ings?
You're trying to get me hurt here still.
I'm just asking a question. It's an unpopular opinion anyway.
I don't think so. Only because of the injuries. As a finisher, Ings is way better.
Gets you goals though, innit?
But yeah.
We move.
No, I'll be real. Like Bruno is my unpopular opinion because I do rate him really.
No,
highly.
I'm joking. I agree with that as well.
When
I'm
people
joking,
say he's dead, I've never really understood it.
No, it's
like
not,
you
it's
may
different.
not like him as a player, you may not rate
Yeah,
him, but say he's dead. I think it's a bit bitter.
No, it is. It is.
Like,
Let's be real.
Quality, man.
If
we
remember
wanted
that
it before we went United.
we did when he was at Sporting. I remember we was talking about we need a goal scorer midfielder because obviously we lost Coutinho, and I was like, well, I think we were all saying Bruno Fernandes. We should try and get him. Listen, Bruno Fernandes might be the all-conquering, like world. No, I won't say all-conquering, complete midfielder, but just from a goal-scoring midfielder's perspective, he's probably the closest thing we've seen in recent since probably Lampard.
Yeah.
Maybe
in the league,
probably since Lampard. I just a
on
goal scoring midfielder.
We say on a consistent basis because Yaya obviously got bare goals.
Yeah, for real. Actually, do you want to know what? I know I joke about it all the time. Dele Alli had a stretch of about 2 to 3 years where he was banging in goals for fun. I will say that, even though he played more as like a second striker, so to speak.
I think Bruno plays as a second striker though. I genuinely do.
Right.
I wouldn't count Bruno as a midfielder.
He gets a free role. He does get a free role. Say that. He does get a free role to kind of just go wherever he wants. But yeah, he's a good goal scoring midfielder or goal scoring attacker, so to speak. If you don't want to define him to a position. So, yeah.
Indeed. Cal's Netto Army been sitting there patiently. Are you there, bro?
Yo, Zuida saying, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you, bro.
Yeah. We can hear you, bro.
How you been?
Mate, it's been 3 weeks. We haven't bought a player. We haven't sold a player, and I'm called negative. You know what I mean? You know someone's there, Joe. You know what I mean? People tell me, why do you come after FSG? Why do you do this and that? Look at it. We still have dross on the bench like Takumi Minamino, Origi, and flipping what's that brother's name on the bench? Nat Phillips. Hey,
whoa.
Big man.
No.
He's dead.
I'm gonna pause you for a sec.
He's dead.
I said no.
I'm gonna let you finish.
No, you can carry on. I'm calm. I'll be quiet. Go on.
Nat's not dead, bro.
No, he's not dead. He ain't dead. No, Nat's not dead. He's not dead.
And dare I say it, even though I'm not in agreement with it, I could understand if Klopp gives Minamino another season.
Why?
Because he's not really had an implementation into Liverpool properly.
But then you're sounding like one of those people that say Takumi Minamino is like a new signing. You're sounding like James.
No. Never said that.
That's what you're sounding like. That's what you're sounding like now.
You can't.
Don't put me in that category.
Sounding like.
That's what you're sounding like, though. You're saying he hasn't been properly integrated into the squad.
I don't think he has. And
So
but again, on the flip side, I'll give you a flip side argument. Jota came into the club when there was no fans, etc., and he's adapted. So.
And he banged out still.
And he banged out. So I don't want to see Minamino stay. I'd rather there's a fly in my face at the moment. I want to see Minamino stay, but I could understand if Klopp gave him another season.
I can see the fly in the screen
on
as
my
well.
screen. That's gonna die. That fly's gonna die.
Yeah. I feel sorry for the fly. The fly's getting beat up differently.
If
you want turn off the camera, I'm doing Raging Demon Akuma. No, do you know what, Kazna Army? I hear what you're saying, but I just think, listen, everyone is annoyed that we haven't got anyone in it. Like everyone's annoyed, like everyone's frustrated.
Matt, quickly, I've been saying this for 2 bomber clock years, man, and people are seeing it now. I've been saying it for 2 years. Ask Cal, me and him talk on Twitter. I've told him at the beginning of this transfer window we ain't gonna sign anybody other than Konate. And this was him telling me, calm down, relax. We're going to sign a player. 11 days left of the transfer window, and we've made profit. What can people tell me? What is that to say? Are you seriously telling? Go on, sorry.
Yeah, go on. What I can tell you is this, though. Even if things looking bleak, everything's looking bleak right now, you still have to wait until the end of the window before things can be definitive. Because I get it. Everyone's frustrated, bro. But at the same time, you got to try and be patient. What are you? Are you annoyed? Are you vexed? Are you happy?
This is normal to me now. You know what I mean? This is normal. This is like breathing air to me now. I can see FSG's PR from a mile away. How many times? Can I ask you a question? In the press conference, how many times did the guy say, "Oh, how many times do you hear sell to buy model, transfer model? How many times do you hear?
Bruv, we know we're not happy with this. We know this.
They're PR words. They're PR words. They're
We know
phrases
this.
and PR words to try to get your dopamine levels up to things raw. FSG's motto is for Burnley, mate. A Liverpool Football Club.
All I'm gonna say is this, yeah. We know the model needs to change. I think every Liverpool fan wants every Liverpool fan wants the model to change to some degree, and that's probably just loosen up the purse strings, because we don't need to do a City and spend £1 billion to create a squad, because we've got an amazing manager. All we're asking for is again a little bit more money to go and do some more business, because you're right, we shouldn't need to always sell. I don't like the sell to buy model. No one does. I don't think no Liverpool fan can truly say they love our model. But one thing I think we're trying to do is we're trying not to overreact and get so mad. Because one thing Klopp has done is he showed us that, and even though it's the hard way, yeah, do you know what? We don't get a lot of money. We don't get a lot to do, but our manager does work wonders, and we have won trophies. And even though I don't like how FSG have gone about their business, under FSG, we've won the Champions League and the Premier League. And then maybe we could have done it under another regime. But what I'm saying is, you still have to give them some slight credit. Some slight credit. Come on,
I'm stopping you there. Matt, I'm stopping you there. I'm stopping you there. Pause button. There.
Bruv, you do realize this is my show. I will pause you.
Mate, let me just say one thing.
Do you want me to cut you off?
Champions League. No, wait, let me.
Let me to knock you off.
Why are you choosing violence?
Manners.
My bad.
Manners, yeah.
I'm gonna humble myself, you know me. I'm gonna humble myself. I don't
All
want to
right, then we can move. We can move.
All right. Quick question.
No, I'm joking. Go on.
No. On a level, Matt. You say we won a Champions League and a Premier League under FSG, but Man United hate their owners, and they've won 5 Premier Leagues, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup. So So if trophies is going by logic, why are the Glazers out? Why did the Glazers want FSG? Why did the Man United fans want the Glazers out? And people can
Glazers have put them in
some stupid debt. Remember, they're in some stupid debt. That's why they want them out. Because even though you're right, excuse me, even though you're right, sorry, that they have won trophies and whatnot, and they still do buy players. Remember, they're in some stupid debt to the point where because they are Man United, they generate a lot of money. But you cannot ignore their debt to the point where it's getting kind of worrying. I think that's what Man United fans are really upset about. And they also
at Old Trafford.
The only team where you can really say their model just works, and no matter what they do, it works, is Chelsea, because Chelsea's probably one of and Man City to a degree. Chelsea, because they've been doing it for longer, they can just change their manager just like that, and their owner is willing to spend whatever it takes. With the Glazers, you have to understand as well. Man United fans will even tell you, only because they applied this pressure, it seems like they're starting to get a little bit what they want. But before then, a lot of Man United fans were calling for things that they weren't getting. So in the last couple of years that the Glazers have actually started to do something. And if you look at Arsenal, well, Arsenal is the big mess, because Arsenal, they spent money, in my opinion, on the wrong players. But Man City, again, they're an anomaly. I want us to go, just like you, I want us to go and buy players. I want us to go and, go into the market and be that team where it's a shame that we can't get involved in a Messi deal. I understand that. Like, everyone's vexed, but we can only live by reality. The reality is, we're under FSG, and right now, this is our model. No one likes it, but it's our model. So it's either we just hope for the best, or these lot leave and we can look for a new owner. But right now, I don't see a new owner. So what do? We just back Klopp in it. So I don't think that's what every Liverpool fan needs to do. Even if you don't like FSG, you back Klopp, and I'm sure that's what everyone's doing anyway. So,
but then, can I ask you a question? Why should I back mediocrity? Why should I back mediocrity?
No, I'm saying back Klopp.
No, but then
and you're still gonna back your team no matter what, though, right?
Yeah,
what it is, you don't want. But one thing you don't want to do is allow your owners to sort of what's the word? Change your opinion on Liverpool Football Club. Remember, we're talking about FSG. FSG is not Liverpool. Why are we all here today? Because we love Liverpool. We don't love, some people might not even love Klopp. They might like him. The whole point is we're all here because we all love Liverpool. Remember, 100%. FSG are not Liverpool. And I think sometimes as well, that's another narrative. Like when we say FSG, I think people think Liverpool. Remember, 2 different things. They're just the owners. They're not the club. Remember that as well. But you already know that anyway. But that's
with
people
FSG as well. So here's the thing. A lot of what you say, I agree with. I do agree with. But again, it's expectations again. And it's how you want your club to be run. So some people are happy with us winning
Signing one
a
player.
top trophy. No, I'm talking about in general here. Some people are happy with the squad, bro. Like, we're not going to change their mind. Like, not on the real. Some people are happy with the squad.
Some people think we need tweaks. They don't think we need an overhaul. So
we need an overhaul. Some people are happy to win a Premier League every sort of 3 or 4 years, as long as we don't go into debt, as long as we're self-sustainable. Look, I get that. While I don't necessarily agree with it, I get it. Again, my thing is, I don't think you can judge owners on the trophies one in the same way I don't think you can do that with players.
100%.
So, for example, I'm going to use Jorginho. Jorginho had a good season. But would anyone sit here and say Jorginho was better than Salah last season, for example? I know they're different positions, but no one would say Jorginho had a better season than Salah, would they? But Jorginho won a Champions League and he won a European trophy.
Yeah.
So for me, that argument when we say, but FSG have won us this and FSG have won us that, I think that's an easy argument to use for both sides. For both sides saying, oh, it's just Klopp that won it, and it's on the other side saying, well, FSG won it. I think we need to break everything down. And again, I keep on using the word expectations. It's expectations. Is what do you want? For me, I want Liverpool to compete on all fronts. Do I want us to be in debt? No, but I don't mind us. No, I changed that. I don't want us to be in heavy debt, but do I mind us being in a little bit of debt to acquire some of the best players in world football to give us the best squad possible? That I'm good with. The problem is our owners don't want to do that.
Kal, can I say one thing, please? Can I just add one thing and then ask you a question and then I'm gone. If what's it called? We are universally recognized as top 5 biggest clubs in world football. Yes or no?
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Universally, our starting 11 is universally recognized as top 5 best teams, starting 11s in world football. Agree or not?
Mm-hmm.
One of the best, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
What about
our
owners? What about our owners?
Honestly, I don't know.
Do they have the same ambition?
No, they don't.
They don't. But that's why we. Do you see them also called being those type of owners to sustain dominance? No, they're not, because everything that they talk about is about money. Of 27th of January this year, Fabrizio Romano said the reason why Liverpool are not going hard in the transfer window is because they have something interesting for next summer. Come 6 months later, and they're trying to sell me Konate only. What's wrong with them? I guarantee you, those puppets on Twitter, James Pearce, David Lynch, what's it called, Niels, all of those guys, I guarantee you, FSG told them we're gonna sell Salah. Guarantee you. Because we were going to not finish in the top 4. It would have been easy money to make. That's where we're going to invest our money. But no, Mohamed Salah and Co. dragged us into top 4. Then what happened? Oh, we can't sell Salah now, because if we do, there's going to be absolute hell to pay. They're clever. These guys are clever people.
I'll be honest with you. I actually do think there might have been Salah talk of him leaving. What I will say is, though, I don't even think Fabrizio, none of these lot know what's going on in the club. Like, I'll be real with you. Like, we've had journalists on here. We've had the pleasure of speaking to journalists behind the scenes. They know nothing. Like, the club is so tight-lipped. It's not like what it used to be, where Pearce and Lynch and Neil Jones and all these other commentators and journalists, they knew exactly what was going on. They don't know. Like, Fabrizio's come out and said, I don't have a clue what's going on at Liverpool.
Yeah, but then how can he say, oh, Liverpool are going to try to sell some players and then sign some players? Like, how can Liverpool?
But that's common sense, though. I think anyone could guess that.
But then Kal, doesn't that vex you and vex me? How can Liverpool Football Club, rely on selling Shaqiri and Origi to sign players? Like, if that's the mentality that we have, I guarantee you won't win another league title in 30 years. I guarantee you.
Right, so here's my thing with that. We will have to let you go. We will have to let you go shortly. But here's my thing with that. Yeah. You see, if we get to the end of the window and Shaqiri and Origi is still here,
yeah,
and we haven't signed a player or two, then I'll have a lot to kick off about.
But we need the space as well. It's the non-member
It's the
again. It's not
space.
even just about because
Yeah,
people
so
keep forgetting about the non-homegrown thing. Like that's a
Yeah.
big. I keep stressing it, and I'm not going to go at you, by the way, Cal's no army. I'm just saying,
I know.
And sorry to interject, Carl. It's more. I get it. It's frustration because the thing is, Liverpool, in my opinion, just need to be shrewd and just be like, listen, we don't want you guys here. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go. And if that's what they need to do, because right now, I don't even think it's about money as such, so to speak. I don't think we got 50 mils lying around. We've probably got like 25 to 30, which means you can go and buy a decent player. The problem has always been we have to shift a non-homegrown player to make space to get someone in, and we have to be shrewd about it. If not, we're going to end up with Shaqiri, Origi, and a couple of other players that basically aren't going to play because they're not in Klopp's plans. And I think that's where we're going to see the frustration, probably even from Jurgen, because when Jurgen starts saying things like, what did he say? If we have outgoings, then there's things they weren't about to do or something. He said it kind of like cryptically, and he's basically saying we need to get rid of the players. If not, we can't sign no players if they're non-homegrown.
So
that's frustrating me as well, though.
Should some of this not be directed to Michael Edwards as well then? Because if Michael Edwards is our negotiator, with all due respect, we knew about the homegrown thing from January. Like it's not been because we had to get rid of Minamino to bring in Kabak.
Can I give you a rebuttal?
No, hold on. Let me finish. Let me land. Then what I will say on top of that is, yes, Edwards has done some great stuff, but at the same time, if he knew this was a situation going into the window, why did we re-sign Adrian when he takes up one of those spots? And then also, what we are going to see is whether FSG do back, because let's say, for example, we can't sell Origi and Shaqiri, then in my opinion, you should, if it's not about money and you know the players that you want, then you can loan them out for a season.
100%.
That's another good point as well.
So you can loan them out. So it doesn't have to be a sell as long as they're not registered with the squad. So if you loan them out, then you've got space. So we're going to see whether it's about space or money or both.
One thing I will say there, and quickly as well, because sorry, Cal, I'm going to have to let you go, but just quickly as well, and I maybe want to say something on this as well. One thing I think as well that we're also finding frustrated as fans is that whether it's non-homegrown, whether it's homegrown, whether it's transfer fees, whether it's wages, I kind of think all the fans and even myself think, why is it always Liverpool? Like whenever we want to buy a player, we've always got to think about all these circumstances as to why we can't get a player. I'm not going to lie, it does really get frustrating. Like, for example, just quickly, Mbappe. Like Mbappe, really and truly, we should be sitting there thinking we should try and get Mbappe. But do you know what? Do you know why we probably won't get Mbappe? Because of wages, because of agents' fees, all breaking the wage structure. Like all these obstacles that other top clubs don't have. It is frustrating. I will say that. I cannot lie to you. There's too many times when I think to myself, why can't we just like get a player who's world class without there being so many issues? And that sounds very black and white. But you see where Messi was available for that short space of time. We are Liverpool. Why couldn't we go for Messi though? Mbappe wants to leave right now, reportedly. Why can't we just go and get Mbappe? Like, there's always these obstacles that I'm just getting sick and tired of. I can't even lie. But again, it's like we know what we get with FSG, and it's just unfortunate that unless things change, that's why it's no point even. Sounds silly, but talking about it because it's frustrating. Like nothing's going to change unless these men go, and it's going to overshadow our whole season. We should be thinking about how excited we are, but yet literally everyone in Liverpool is talking about why haven't we signed no players instead of thinking about the season. Even that's frustrating.
But then, Matt, we already know why we're not going to sign no players, man. There's no point of being around the bush. There's no point of being around the bush. That's why I've promised myself that for me, as long as I'm always on a channel or always talking, I'll always shed light on the absolute travesty that's happening on our club, because FSG will never spend money. I've said this before. In the last 5 years, we've only spent 160 million net spend. West Ham, Bournemouth, West Ham, Bournemouth, Southampton, Leicester, Everton. All of these clubs, Aston Villa, are they bigger than us? No, they're not. So how can they spend more money than us? And then you can't bring up the COVID excuses, because Aston Villa, how much have they spent already right now? And people will tell me, oh, the Jack Grealish money was 100 million. They spent money before Jack Grealish. So don't use that thing on me.
But they've had to as well. So here's the thing with net spend as well. Net spend's a difficult one. This is the last topic. Net spend's a difficult one. And here's the reason why I say net spend's a difficult one. Because I hear you've listed like Bournemouth and all these clubs, which is fair enough. But for me, it's about the quality of player. And again, I always use Thiago as an example. I don't care about net spend if we have the lowest net spend but the best squad, I'm good with that. For me, it's not always about the like. I think sometimes as fans, and I'm not saying this is you, Kals, I'm saying some fans just want us to spend a lot of money just for the sake of it. When we signed Thiago last summer, that he's the transfer I've been most excited about for years, but he only cost 25 mil. It's because of the caliber of player. So I don't mind us having lower net spend than the others, but just make sure we get the right players and we have enough in the squad. So the net spend thing, I think sometimes is used to kind of like bat FSG with, but at the same time, to spin it, you can turn around and say, well, Bournemouth spent 19 mil on Solanke and 15 mil on Ibe. Yeah, they got higher net spend, but they got relegated because of it.
No, agree. But another thing as well, it's about, as you said, Kal, you're right. It's not necessarily about, we need, again, Liverpool to spend £1 billion on a squad. It's more just about when the timing is right or when a player is available, you should be available to react. But I feel like we can't because we haven't sold players, so we can't react to that situation. So, and that's what's happening right now, isn't it? It's like,
guys, I have to cut on my bad. So
yeah.
All
right. So me and Matt will continue this.
We'll continue. Because
Matt, is that FSG's fault or Michael Edwards' fault?
No, but FSG, Michael Edwards obviously is part of FSG, so it's FSG. I'm not going to do, because Michael Edwards can only do so much, but he can only work so much with what he has available as well. Like, so when it comes to, him looking to buy players, top players, he's been given orders on how much he's willing to, to spend and what he can actually agree to. If not, he can only do so much. The problem is this, as I said before, we keep hearing things like next season. And again, it's not even about spending. You don't need to spend £50 million. All the time. The whole thing is, though, is that when a player of world-class ability becomes available, we should be able to get that player. We're a Liverpool Football Club. We were just talking about some of the elite strikers we've had. And fair enough, we've been lucky to be blessed with some of them who've actually started at the club. But we've also gone and, we've bought a Torres and we've bought a Suarez. And I know they weren't world-class when we bought them, but I just feel like sometimes we're lacking that real punch. Do you know how much of a punch it would be if Liverpool just went, tomorrow we see yellow banner, everyone wake up, and we just see Liverpool have agreed a fee with Spurs for Harry Kane? Do you know how much shock, and it's not just about shock, but do you know how much that enhances Liverpool? One player. Yeah. That one player means you won't have to buy another striker for how many more years if he stays fit and everything. It's these things that I just think, why don't we do that? We only do it when the fee's low. For example, we knew when we was buying Salah, when you was going to stay for long, but you had to buy him at a certain fee. But what happens if the fee goes over what you're looking for? You're not willing to do that. I don't know, man. Take some chances.
1975 Jamrock says you're not as Edwards is not as handcuffed as you think. Is again, it's difficult. So Jamrock, I hear what you say. I don't know if I agree though. Maybe you know information I don't, so I'm not saying here and saying you're wrong.
Yeah, because
I just don't know if I agree. But
I don't know if I agree with that either.
Here's another rebuttal though, Matt. And I know people are probably going to think I'm FSG in when I keep on making these rebuttals, but I genuinely have just been thinking about it a bit more. Yeah, and trying to be a bit more. I wouldn't say more fair because I do think I try and stay fair. Just more trying to look at it from different avenues. When we lost the Champions League final under Klopp, no one blamed Klopp for that because we blamed Karius, right?
Yeah.
If someone from another fan base turned around and said we lost that final because of Klopp, we'd have eaten them alive and been like, how can you say that? We lost Salah and then Karius gave away 2 cheap goals, basically. Yeah. What I'm using there is an analogy and an example for FSG and Edwards, for example. Edwards' job is to sell players and then buy players, along with with help of the management. Last summer, we didn't sell well. This summer so far, we haven't sold well.
Right.
The summer before we won the and this is going the summer before we won the league. We didn't sell well.
Right.
Is there an argument to say that as little as ambition that FSG show in terms of maybe they go give as much money as they could and stuff like that? Is there an argument to say that Edwards is slacking on his job as well? And again, when it comes, what I will say with the wages thing, because I've seen a couple people talk about the wages, the wages argument doesn't fly with me. And the reason I say that is because if I go out and I buy an expensive car and an expensive house, then I expect to be paying more for petrol, more for gas and electricity. It comes with the territory. You cannot be a successful team and play small salaries. It don't happen. Success breeds more cost. Bro. It is just a fact of life. So plus the wages that was calculated in the account, for my knowledge, is taken into account bonuses. Not all bonuses will be paid next accounts. So then we'll get a clearer indication, in my opinion, as to what our actual wage standing is in world football.
All right, so let me say this then. So in regards to your point about Edwards, it's his job to sell the players, right? It is his job. You're right. Yeah. So even though FSG aren't doing an Abramovich, it's still his job to, like, you know, to get the most he can. This is the easiest way for me to put it. The PS5 is out and everyone else is buying PS5 games. We have a PS4. We have sold all of our best PS4 games to raise money to go and buy those PS5 games. The new game is about to come out next week, and we are searching in the cabinet for a game that's going to get us enough money, or games that can allow us to buy the new FIFA. Bro, there's only so many games we can sell because of this model. There's only so many games you have where the value of those old games that you have aren't going to cut it anymore. So I get what you're saying about Edwards puts the valuation on players, but you got to remember, he knows the budget. So when he's even trying to talk up certain players like a Shaqiri and a Regan, get them for a certain amount of money, it's because he knows that if he doesn't do that, we can't get the players that we need to get. So he has to sell them at a certain way. So, bro, imagine this though. Everyone's banging up PS5 and we're still on PS4. We've still got some great PS4 games, because the PS4 games, we've got some of the best games ever, right? So we've got flipping God of War. We've got flipping one of the PESs, one of the FIFAs, whatever. We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare, yeah? And those are Mane, Salah. We've got the staple games, but you don't want to sell them because they're your staple games. You don't ever want to sell your staple games, right? But bruv, again, I can't stress it enough. We've run out of games to sell.
See,
that's the problem.
That's where I completely.
Last of Us, yeah.
Next. This is my problem with the model, and this is why it needs to be adapted. Because when we can't sell a Coutinho, what happens next? This has always been my worry. And when we can't sell a Coutinho, where is the money coming from? Because let's say, for example, we sell Shaq and Origi this summer. Who do we sell next summer if we need to buy a player? Do you see what I mean? That's my worry. Yep. That's my worry.
That's why the model of sell to buy can
out.
No, I agree. And that's why, in my opinion, the model can only go so far. Yes. Because when you get to a certain point, so you've got because what we've done is we've got, as I said, we've got all the games now. Got all the games that we had on the PS4. But now, obviously, time moves on, just like how football moves on. Players get older, which means the new PS5 is out. We cannot keep up by keep selling things. We just can't. Like, it's just not going to work, bro. Like, we're basically banking on, dare I say, one of our crown jewels leaving, and then we can sell him, and then we can do the whole Coutinho effect again. That can't work. Yeah. And if you do that, you're also taking a massive gamble, because you don't know how far that's going to set you back either. Like, we're kind of lucky that the whole Coutinho thing worked out. But there's also, we never thought about it, but there's also another thing where that Virgil van Dijk and Alisson move could potentially, imagine if it just didn't work out and we would have sold a great player, or a good player, or great player, however you want to see him. And imagine if the other two just didn't hit the ground running and they were poor. We'll be thinking, oh my days, we got all that money and we spent it on these two players, and that's what we banked it on. And that's the thing. we bank too much on selling players and hoping that they can get us the new player. That sell to buy cannot work for a top club. It can only work so far. And in my opinion, it needs adapting, it needs loosening, and we just need to do more. It's that simple.
Agreed. Tahir Koreshi says FSG are using the Kroenke propaganda on how to fool fans. Maybe, but Kroenke spending money at the moment, not spending it wisely. Don't get me wrong. They ain't spending it wisely at the Emirates.
Yeah,
they're
in a mess. They're in a mess. And I'll be real as well. I don't even want to say this to end on a downer, because Klopp is, when I say Klopp is done more than enough for Liverpool. I can't even stress. But you know what it is? He's also papering over the cracks of the club itself, or as I say, FSG's regime. He's papering up, because you see something now, Cal. Let's say, for example, Klopp was to leave tomorrow, and we got in whatever manager you want to bring in. He ain't doing the same thing as Klopp, you know. He just not.
This is how I compare FSG with Klopp.
Papering over cracks, bro.
I compare it with Bruno Fernandes and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Bruno Fernandes bails Man United out a lot, which gives Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a better record than he would have had it not been for Bruno Fernandes. So yes, you can be credited for bringing him to the club, but when your tactic mainly is get the ball to Bruno and hope he does something, that to me doesn't suggest you're a great manager. Agreed. In the same way, it feels as though FSG is saying, let Klopp deal with it. And when he does deal with it, we'll still get credit. But again, these are just this is just my humble opinion. Not saying this is gospel, but this is why. And look, when I say FSG out, I don't think they're rubbish owners. I have to stress this. I don't think they're rubbish owners.
They could
For
do
me,
better.
though,
That's what it is, though.
Can they take us further than where they've taken us? And
do you know what?
The rest of this summer will say a lot, in my opinion.
Indeed. And before we sign off, this is a great thing here. You see,
that
right there, Boo Ryder says Klopp got involved in negotiations. This is what I'm saying. It's things like that, that makes you realize how great of a manager that we have. That he knows how important certain players are. The thing is, he did try with Wijnaldum reportedly as well, but they just weren't having it. I think with Hendo carries more weight because Hendo being a captain. I think that's what, for me, that's how I'm seeing it. It carried when Klopp went to the office and had to beg, man, you got to sort this out. I just think Hendo carries more weight in the club. That's why I feel like that's kind of got sorted. And it's these things that make you like aware of, even though what you're saying is true, FSG are not the worst owners in the world. They're not. We could be in a worse situation. But at the same time, where we want to be as Liverpool fans, we want to be at the top. We want to be right at the top. And if we want to be at the top, we need our owners to start, putting in a bit more change, man. Because right now,
1975 Jamrock says assumption we are making is Klopp is not on board. I'm not saying they're not on. He's not saying he's not on board, but is he fully happy?
Yeah, that when he had to get involved with Henderson and he spoke about Gini Wijnaldum, that says to me that he does have differences of opinion. And when he says things like we've got bills to pay,
the Super League, and
furlough, I've got bills to pay, and
don't the centre back situation, is he fully happy? Or is he starting like I'm asking? I'm not saying this to be like, he's not happy. I'm asking.
I think he has concern. I think as naturally he would. He probably has concerns into how long he can sustain it for. I think that's what I generally, because he's looking at little things one by one. He's going, I don't know how we're going to sustain this because we got our rivals can just do whatever they like, and he has to work in stricter rules. So I don't know.
I agree. I'm going to read out some of the super chats. Hold on, sorry, my screen has just frozen. Bear me.
It's cool. I'll read out this one. Mr. Dare I say it? Drift says, Cal, the net spend for the last 6 years is 81,150,000. So where the hell is the money?
I don't know.
Damn, son, 6 years and only 81 million. Flip.
I don't know. I genuinely can't.
I don't think no one knows. Yeah,
I'm guessing. But here's my thing. I'm guessing that the money we bring in also is there to cover wages and signing on fees and agent fees as well. That's the only thing I can guess.
Yeah,
and that literally is the only thing I can guess. Sam Max Legend says met Fowler in Dubai. Got a photo with him at dinner. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous.
Fowler's a ledge, bro.
Shinobi says if Salah goes to a big club, He would have made at least 450 a week. Bobby to Ing, what is in that cup, bro? That's my burner account. Mr. Dare I say it just said, Cows Netto Army, next time you come for my client now, Dini Van Phillips, we're going to sue you for defamation and slander. Loan Nico and keep Nat, to be honest. I'd do the same. I don't want to dig you out personally, but I'd like to ask you a question here. What, in your opinion, have we said that's negative? And how could we be more positive? And I don't want this to be an argument, but I do think there's a difference between expressing your opinion and being negative, especially when I think there are some facts to your opinions as well. And I that's one thing I want to move away from as well.
Definitely.
Quad Duke says, name a club that stockpiles quality players. PSG, Chelsea,
Man City.
But
it's not even about stockpiling.
It's not stockpiling. Because look, Simicast a prime example. If we talk about scouting as well, like, can we not find more Simicast type players?
That's what I'm saying. It don't have to be £50 million players. We just need players of more quality in certain areas, and it's mainly in fact, all we're asking for, and it sounds silly, like 2 players. A replacement for Genie, whether it's the same player as Genie or not, just a replacement midfielder, because there's a space, obviously, as an actual player. I'm not going to go to non-homegrown thing, and also a forward, because Divock Origi, we know that we can improve on him. Why is that being negative? I don't understand. That's not being negative. That's me thinking if we did that and we got in 2 quality players, that means we have a better chance of winning more trophies. I think it's as simple as that, really. Yeah. But again, you know.
Oh, Prent, I'll bring up actually. I'll do proper service there because we brought up his other comment.
Okay.
Shinobe says, can we win the Premier League this season? I would say no. Champions League, I don't think so. Whose fault is that? Edwards is overrated. Where's Genie's replacement? I don't know if I'd say Edwards is overrated. I can't say that yet.
Nah, not yet. I don't think he's overrated.
1975 Jamrock says, one of these shows, bring up the LFC, bring up that LFC all transfers website. It's actually give or take a few million, right on point. It's not that some fans are saying. We will do that. If you can send me the link, then I'll do that in next show. Promo says FSG moving like the newsstand is like the Emirates when Arsenal couldn't spend for years in order to pay it off. With the newsstand, I hope people do realize FSG didn't pay for that. They fronted the money and we paid them back with interest. So again, this whole they built us a stand, they didn't. It's like Matt saying, Cal, I need to fix my car. Can you lend me 200?
Yeah.
And I say, yeah, I'll lend you 200, but you got to give me 220 back. And then I go around and tell everyone, I paid for Matt's car, Matt would be like, well, no, you didn't, bro. Like, you fronted me the money when I didn't have it. Like, you didn't pay for it because I've given you that money back with interest. So again, I think that's another rumor that needs to be debunked.
Yeah.
Like, they lent us the money. We had to pay it back with interest in the same way as if you go to the bank and you take out a loan, you pay it back with interest. You don't say the bank paid for the building work at your house, do you? You paid for it because you paid the money. Mr. Dare I say it says, Cal, what about the sponsorship money, match day kit deal? Where's that money? Plus, where's the 20% Nike deal? Now, someone called it LAPD. There's some F3 going on. I can't answer that. I genuinely don't know. Quad Dukes, what makes you assume you can't win more trophies? So again, that's a great question. And
I said we have a better chance of winning more trophies because
I think that's
when you add quality,
win trophies how we are now.
We can win trophies. Yeah,
there's a better chance of winning trophies. The more players you add, the more quality. 1975 Jamrock says, question was FSG and Klopp not trying to keep Coutinho even before they tried to sign VVD in the summer? Doesn't that suggest they wanted both? Effectively, yes, but there's no evidence to say. There's no evidence to say that would have happened. Plus, Virgil was going to cost 50 mil, and he was going to cost 50 mil in the summer as opposed to 75. And would we have got Fabinho and Allison, which is what we needed as well? Or would we have
And
had
how
to
many-
start with Karius?
How many times have we said Liverpool want this player? Liverpool want,
Yeah.
bruv, I've heard it all, so I'm not even buying into that. Liverpool wanted this. Sorry, I know it sounds a bit thingy, but I've heard too many reports Liverpool want this player, and then when it comes down to it, they're just watching him, and they'll watch him go to another club, and then you'll find out, oh, they was watching him because they liked him, but they decided not to act on it. Yeah, I'm over that now.
Yeah, same. Finally, just want to bring in someone quickly before we sign off. Just want to have a quick chat, and then we're going to sign off for the evening. Jamie, brother, go for it, bro.
Thanks for letting me come back on.
No, of course, man.
I just want to apologise for my comments. I feel really bad. I feel awful. I've not had the greatest week, as you know, and I just feel a bit crap. I just want to tell my side of the story for a second that people might not know. I'm 40 years old right now, but when I was 14, I went to school as a normal day, woke up normal, went to school. I got to school. Within half hour at school, I couldn't feel my legs. I was disabled right there and then. I had a virus called transfer myelinitis, which is very rare. It's 1 in 1 million people get it. And I was probably born with it, but not known. And when I was 14, it attacked my lower nervous system and completely paralysed me. It took me 18 months to learn to walk again. I'm sorry, it's quite hard to talk about. Yeah, it was just, but then I got through depression and stuff like that, as you thought. The first 24 hours when I was paralysed and made disabled, I was, they gave me 24 hours to live because they didn't know if it was going to go up to my throat and completely paralysed my body. But fortunately it didn't. It stopped at my waist and it was just my legs. It took me 2 years to get out of that and get back. And then when I was 13, I was part of a youth system at Charlton Athletic, which a lot of people don't know about. And all that stopped for me. And I found swimming as the only thing I could actually do with my disability. But then I found a love for swimming and I became very good at it, and I became national county champion. And then I went on to get my coaching badges in swimming, and I coached the Special Olympics, and I coached the whole of South East of England in the first ever Special Olympics of swimming. When I make these sort of jokes, I make it from a point that I've been through it all before, and I talk to people like me sometimes, and we joke about these sort of things. So when I say that on a public forum like to you guys right now, I didn't mean it to come out as nasty, horrible, or people to get offended by. And I feel really bad about that. People might have got offended and didn't understand, so I do apologize.
Jamie,
no,
bro,
we hear that, bro. You don't. You didn't need to.
Yeah, you didn't. You like not. I'm not saying this in a rude way. You didn't have to come back on there and explain yourself and apologize when you'd already done that.
I didn't want you guys to get in trouble with anything, or
no. That's
you know, it took me. I never had any school education, anything like that, because of my disability. I was a very shy child, and it took when I first called up to you guys, even in my late 30s, when I started calling up to you guys, it was very hard for me because I weren't very sociable, and I started talking to you guys, and I talk to other people now, and it's really brought out the best of me. Even later in life, now I'm 40, and it's taken a long time for me to get over things. And I didn't want to insult anybody and come across rude.
I know you didn't, brother. I know you didn't, bro.
That's just not me. So I apologise to the community, people watching, you guys, and so I'm really, really sorry for that.
Jamie,
Nah,
big up
bruv.
yourself, brother. It
Trust
takes
me,
a
big
man
up
to come
yourself,
back
man,
in
and
there
appreciate it.
and
Yeah, just
explain what you
appreciate
just
it,
did.
man. That's
You know
love,
it's
bro.
always
Appreciate
love,
it, man.
Jamie. But
Trust
obviously
me.
we'll speak offline as well. But
Definitely, definitely.
takes a man to do what you just did, bro. And don't
Thank
stress it, man.
Thank you.
Trust me.
Yeah, we'll catch up,
Don't
brother.
stress
Yeah,
it, bruv. Trust me. Don't stress it, man. Trust.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate
you
it.
too, bro.
And let's get a win tomorrow, bruv, so we can,
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
exactly.
just smile tomorrow,
Yeah.
bruv. Trust me.
And hey, Jamie, I want to see you back in the chat tomorrow as well. Make sure of it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna search you on Twitter and I'm gonna find you.
Because we got the watch along tomorrow as well for people that,
I'm gonna need you.
we got the
on
watch
that.
along tomorrow.
I'll
Trust.
be there, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, bless you, bro.
Thank you.
Bless up, man. Take care, bro.
Bye.
Big up for Jamie.
Yeah,
for
man.
that,
Big up
bro.
Jamie as well. No, you didn't even need to do that, but bless up each and every time. Trust
It's
me,
a
bro.
real man
Trust
to do
me.
that.
It really does, man.
Last couple of super chats before we sign off. Jamrock said it perfect here. Big up Jamie, love and respect, brother. Big up to Jamie.
Trust
indeed.
me. Big up Jamie.
CPFC Nate says, love the show, guys. Great to see Kopish going well. Bless you. Bless you. Good luck to Crystal Palace against Brentford tomorrow as well.
Yeah, big game.
Promo says FSG lend money, but they own the club. If I pipe a chick, does she own the pipe, or do I get it back in return with a few extra inches? Oh, that is elite. That's elite.
That's elite. That is some there's some wild stuff to say.
FPL Skills says, let's get excited for tomorrow. You'll never walk alone. Nice stream. Indeed.
Hey, trust me. You know what? Let's sign up on a positive.
Indeed. We're back tomorrow.
Listen, we're back tomorrow. Watch along. We're playing Burnley. Let's get this 3 points.
Let's go.
Forget about FSG. Forget about transfers. We're back in the team. You know what time it is.
Let's go.
You know what time it is. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Innit? Yeah.
But no, people, before we sign off, please do smash that like button.
Smash the
Subscribe
like,
to the
people.
channel. We're going to be back on here from 12:20 in the afternoon before the game, doing a watch along. And then obviously after the game, we'll chop it up as well. Guys, we've had a great show. Great questions, great callers as always. Enough love to everyone. Until next time, people, stay safe, stay blessed. Man like Matt, Callum, Drifty from afar. Take it easy, people.
Tomorrow, we move. Trust me.